What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Yimbo. Welcome to my channel. Yimbo reviews everything, and it's my show. Yimbo buys everything, but it's not tonight. It's not Yimbo buys everything. It would have been number 50 some odd. I lost track. I need to figure that out, by the way. But no, tonight I am joined by two of my very special toy buddies, my fellow toy daddies. So I want to bring them on right away so we can get right to the toys as we always do. So first up, here is my friend Chris. You guys know him as Toy Father over on Instagram. What is going on, my man?
How are you? What's up, Yimbo? How you doing, buddy? Good to see ya.
Oh, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this. And then here's our other third toy daddy joining us tonight, and he's our friend No Chewing. How's it going? Something.
What's up, guys?
My gentleman, how are you?
Good.
So let's see. I'm going to flip this form.
That's better.
There we go. Move it that way. We'll try that. So hello. I am so fired up, guys. So thank you all. I've been looking forward to the Toy Daddies. When was our last one? Have we been on every month?
Well, I think we have.
Close, right? Or did we do it?
Yeah.
I think we've been doing it.
It was July.
I think so.
Okay.
It was July.
I love it because this has been so much fun. I love talking to you guys. So as you know, this is now. I'll do the hosting duties today because it'll be on my channel. So I'm gonna hop right in because you guys already know we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about.
A lot.
Let's. We already have some comments. So before I even fire that up, let's say hello to some people. So we have Ranger Collector in the house. What's going on?
Up,
good to see you. Oh, my boy Paul is here. He's all the way down the shore. Thank you guys again, and again, Paul. Thank you for reminding people to hit that like button. Realm of Toys. Good to see you, Frank. Thanks, man. The Three Musketeers. And our boy Betty's in the house. And I will always remind you that right now, like our Hasbro's network of friends are all constantly creating toy content. So right now, Toy Talk, I think Cox Create, and who else is with Cox?
Toy Addict.
Toy Addict.
It's over though.
Okay, all right. So they were on before, so maybe catch the replay over on Instagram through the Toy Talk account.
It was movie talk.
Movie talk. Right.
Every Sunday we do a movie talk at 7:00 Eastern Standard Time. The movie today was Day Shift with I want to say Michael J. Fox. It's not Michael J. Fox. Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Brand new to Netflix. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a bad movie. I gave it a 6.5.
Okay.
So yeah, we're doing that every Sunday for an hour, a lead into Yimbo's show.
Oh, that's fantastic. I'm loving it. So I didn't even realize that one came out. So that's good. So you guys are going to be trying to hit like the new stuff coming to streaming, because that's what I need as a fellow toy daddy. I need to be told what to watch and what to not waste my time on.
Not really, because the next movie is like In the Woods or something. It's a fan-made YouTube movie. I don't know.
Okay.
No idea.
Well, that'll be interesting. Hey, Tuscan Traders, Ryan. What's going
up, Tuscan?
On? At a time with Justin Timberlake. I don't even know where you're going with that, right? Was that something I missed? All right. So I wanted to fire us up, get going with the toys right away, because I have a story, of course, like toy hunting along with this, because I'm insured. So I told you guys I wanted to start off with the retro figures.
Yeah. Can I say, when you did this picture that you did of all the retros that you found, I automatically jumped into like an 8-year-old's body. Like I felt like, oh my gosh, this is what I did when I was 8 years old. I went to the toy store, Child's World, and my grandfather, he got me a card, and he's like, you've been great. You can buy any figure. I bought like all these figures, right? All these DC figures, like Superman, Batman, all of them, all of those on those retro cards. Then we got home, and I didn't even open them. I went and watched TV or something. And then I remember my grandfather. Well, no, my grandfather called me down after an hour. We got back, and he had taken them all out of the box and then had put them like on the table to look at. I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome. That was when I didn't care that if they were taken out of the box.
Sure, right.
So very nostalgic memory, very specific memory when I saw that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is so cool. Oh, and isn't it funny? As soon as I hear that, because like I've been saying, like as we talk ourselves and have these conversations, we always find these other stories of like our grandparents or parents like being super into toys, and I always go back to, everyone secretly loves toys. We're just open about it. that's what I'm gonna go with. We all love this stuff actively. Everybody does. So yes, like Chris, these were gorgeous. Look at the box.
Oh, those are cool.
I didn't grab all of them.
What's the scale on that? Are they 5 inches?
So these are 5-inch figures. These are literally like the size of my little Batman figure. I have them. We could do a figure comparison. Look at that.
Oh, whoa!
So
what
he's
is that?
A little bit tall.
Are those,
Look,
wait, is that a retro?
This is the original. That's my
no way. That's cool.
That's my original.
In good shape.
Yeah.
Is that the original, or did you get this original more recently than when you were like 5?
No, this is mine. That's all my paint chipping. That's me. This is all me, baby.
It's not as chipped as the one I had. So.
Did you guys have that Superman one with the kryptonite ring where if you put it right there, it'd fall down?
So I meant to grab him and I forgot him. I saw him today because I was looking for this stuff. And I had this Superman from this line, but he got beat up. I still have him, but he's missing an arm. The symbol's gone and the cape's gone. So he's just a mess. But then I have that Superpowers one with the ring. I remember that was my replacement one on like a mall shopping trip. I was being a good boy or something. I think I was able to get him. I convinced them. I was like, I don't even have a Superman with an arm, Mom. I need an arm. But the packaging...
we all have kids now, Yimbo. You know the real reason why you got that toy as a child. It's just like, Yimbo, shush for like 20 minutes. Let's get through this errand, and you'll get in the car, and I'll get you a toy. Just no more.
So look at the cards. I love that. I'm so pumped that I found them. I'm sad because I don't know. Again, it's in this era of like the shipping stuff, the shipping issues. So this is all going to tie into my story. All right. So I just want to let you know, I found the whole wave. It's like $100. So again, I'm not saying I'm not sneezing at $100. It's $100.
That's not bad though for all those figures.
And are those only $10?
These are $10.
I'm looking this up.
Then I got the vehicles. Because
of
course I did.
That's cool.
So
now,
I never had
release the car.
No. So here,
okay.
Hold on.
I'm waiting for the car.
So this is my original.
Look at that. Oh, that's the OG.
Thing, oh yeah,
wow, that's in great shape.
Working headlights. I have this pops out.
This paints a really strong picture of what Yimbo was like as a child. Look at the condition of this toy.
He was just constantly cleaning his toys.
Basically, I mean, there's some scuff there, but oh man, I love this.
No, I don't see any 20-year layer of dust in that seat.
Oh, it's there. If I bring this close, there's the dust. There's some dust in there.
All right.
I gotta get the Q-tips going. But they haven't made this.
What is the name of this line again?
So this is it's McFarlane Toys. It's just the Superpowers.
Superpowers. Okay.
So it's the McFarlane Superpowers. They're up on Walmart. Now here's my story. Oh, okay. There's the Superman. Look at the Superman. The fist.
Is that the new one?
Look, yeah. Look, this is the new one.
That's cool.
Look at the fist. This is so absurd. So I had the Superman plane from back in the day. I still have it somewhere. The canopy's cracked right down the middle. And it's beat up, but I had the Superman plane and I had the Batmobile. I never had the Bat plane. So this was the one I was most looking forward to, and I have a very sad story about it. So the Superman one, this one, I know it's a thing. The fisting machine, but the fisting jet, I guess. I don't know how else you know.
I probably wouldn't call it that.
Yeah.
No.
We're trying to keep this PG, please.
I meant it has fists.
No.
It has fists.
Look at Superman super fisted.
Please.
It has fists. So Dan, the Captain 1134, our buddy, told me that this is in the comic books. Like there's Superman, Clark Kent is being depowered or he's getting older. So he's had to use this jet in the current comics.
That has to be back in the 50s or something, or not a recent one, right?
No, this is in the current storyline. When I showed him this, that I grabbed these. He's
that
is
really.
I mean, I'm not up on comics, so he's been reading it, so I believe him.
Oh man,
Super Fisters available on Walmart.com.
Yeah, and that's for ship. And here's look at Jon Stewart. I didn't know that he was coming out with Jon Stewart. That was a nice surprise. He was an extra one.
That's pretty cool.
And then I had to get the bad guy. It's the Dark Side.
Ooh, yeah, that Dark Side looks cool.
Right? It's a nice looking toy. So
Is he scaled so he's bigger than 5 inches?
Yeah, look, compared to Jon Stewart, you see that? Look at that.
Love it.
That's awesome. I'm a huge fan. I've been trying to get my kids to play with them. They show some interest, but like tonight, I busted out my Penguin, and I can't remember that one.
Yeah, that's
cool.
I have it. And my Batman Returns Catwoman to try to scale with some more.
That's a good one.
My daughter was playing with stuff, and then my animated series Alfred. That's like the other ones for tonight. So I'm trying to.
Of all the ones
you
were trying to do,
hold on.
the Alfred one was the longest shot.
I know. Oh, it was.
Hold on. Yeah, you're trying to get your kids really enthusiastic about this, and you bring out Alfred and the Penguin.
Did I tell you that both of my kids separately in the span of like 10 minutes both ran up to me and were like, "Hey, Daddy, who dis?" So like, I guess it worked. Like the old man in the tuxedo, like it played off. I don't know. Oh, here's my last available one.
Oh, I love that Robin. I had that Robin.
Yeah, this is the one from that same Kryptonite Superman because he had the action.
He's in great shape. Yeah, the karate chop. Yeah.
I scrubbed. I mean, I didn't mean to do it intentionally, but I don't have the R anymore. That's sad. But otherwise, yeah, little Jimmy took care of his toys for the most part.
Looks good.
And that's why this is so infuriating. So here's my quick story. Here we go. As you may have seen on this, it's a spring-loaded canopy. This is one of the selling points on the boxes. Okay, like pop open canopy.
Besides the piston action.
Wait. Okay, keep going.
All right. So this is why this is so sad. This is my third. No, sorry. This is my second bat plane, and I think I'm gonna have to get a third. So as soon as I pop this open, it's on the bat symbol. So it does that.
Oh.
Because it broke. Look at this. It actually is snapped. This is a QC problem. I swear to you, the first time I thought my daughter did it by moving it, by being too rough. But there's a peg on this side, and this side it broke off. It's definitely like a QC problem. It's
Do you
really
still have
like,
the other piece?
Wait, hold on.
You're saying
McFarlane figures have QC problems?
Oh yeah, I know.
Oh wow,
I know.
So we're starting that topic already, aren't we? I was going to skip right past that. McFarlane made these toys.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, because when I took these, I unboxed these with Dan. He was over the other day. We had a little happy hour. It was cute, you know. Like I was like, let's open some toys while my kids play with your kids. You know, it was great. So it was literally like, wow, this feels like the old toys. This is so sturdy. And then the canopy, like it literally just bloop and snapped. And then I went to Walmart, bought a second one later that day because I was like, they're gonna be gone.
You bought 2?
So then that one broke. This is my second one.
You bought 3.
Wait, I thought you meant like different types of bat planes, not the same one.
I bought the replacement. I opened it perfectly. I opened it a second time, and the thing snapped on me.
You returned the first one, though, right?
It's still in my car. I have to. The line was long. I'm like, I have time.
You were already going to Walmart already.
Santi, there was a long line. My wife, I literally was like, I'm like, if I don't leave this house and get this, I know they're there and they're going to be gone. So if I don't leave now, I'm going to like lose my mind because this was the only toy that little me actually wanted because I never owned it. But I'm going to keep it because see, look, if I press it, I've rigged it where it will like at least push up and it's functional. And I'm going to keep it. I don't care.
Monday. You're going to go Monday? Tomorrow.
Well,
I think he's going to get a fourth bat plane.
Today, you ready for it? I bought a third one because it showed up in stock at my Walmart. That's 3 minutes from me. And then I got the text that said, sorry, it's canceled. It's not in stock. And then it showed up as the other one that I go to. So I was like, screw it. I'll go pick it up tomorrow. Bought a fourth one and that canceled too. So technically I've bought 4 of these. I've been charged for 2 and I have to return at least 1. But my wife's like, get rid of both of them. This is obviously a bad product. And I'm like, I know, but I'll never get it again. I really want.
I think that's hilarious.
And it just and then look, it has this little like if it sits here, it has a grabbing claw.
That is pretty cool.
For those times that Batman flies in so fast but in control that he can catch a villain.
No, that's how he catches the balloons that the Joker has.
Yes, that is.
That's right.
And then it's so funny. They said that this was a feature, fold up wings, but like, unless that's a bat boat.
That's a bat boat.
Yeah, right. It's a bat boat. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So you got two vehicles,
and that's why I can't return this broken, crappy canopy that he made. Like,
because you need the bat boat
was
and the bat plane.
It was 30, so it should have been 20. This is the other thing. The bat plane is only 20. The fist machine is 30, but the stores both charge me 30 for this.
I believe it's called a Kryptonite Fister.
Thank you. Okay, that works. All right, so that's our retro talk, guys. I was just so excited to show you, like, you know.
Those are so cool, and like it really ties into the whole Toy Daddies thing because that breeds nostalgia for me. And now I'm like looking for these, and I don't know how to search for them because they don't show up.
The one that I want
in the Walmart app. I'll send you the links. I have them.
Okay.
I want to buy the Flash. I think that one looks
Flash would be
the closest to my childhood Flash.
Okay.
Which one? Like, are you talking about this? I thought they're going to come out with one.
No, I thought you showed a picture of the Flash in one of your shots, or is that like a retro, like OG Flash?
Oh,
or maybe I saw it somewhere.
So far, there's only. Yeah, you're good. I think so far all I know that's been released is what I have: the Superman, Darkseid, Batman, and Green Lantern. I'm sure they're going to make more. Like, I'm sure they
Flash today, but you know it's been busy. I've been messing around with a lot of paint. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you've been making that awesome. Well, that's what I wanted to hit on too. So after that was our retro talk. So hey guys, so yeah, these are for my kids. Remember, it's fun to buy toys for our children. I'm trying to make this happen. All I do every time I walk into the living room, the cape is off Batman. I'm like, Cam, don't take the cape off of Batman. Stop it.
Can you at least put it back in the box after you're done playing?
You better not lose that cape.
Frank is saying that they made a Flash and a Joker who laughs. So I did see it on IG somewhere. Okay. And King Eternal made a good point about the bat plane folding. It's a bat taco, and that's beautiful.
3 things: bat taco, bat boat, bat plane.
That would be very cool. All right, real quick. So let's check the chat because Ranger Collector asked everybody if anyone's planning to go to the Power Morph Con. I'm not because
I believe that's in Orlando, right?
Yeah.
Is that this one?
Yeah, I think Alex. I think Zombie Clown was trying to go there. He's not sure yet, though.
Yeah, Tuscan said he won't be able to make it down there. That would be cool. I think the next con I still have to buy tickets is Legion Con, right? Like that's what I want to go to. Are you guys going to that still? Is that
which one's that? Is that the one in New Jersey?
Yeah, the Secaucus, the big mythic.
When is that?
November. I didn't buy my ticket yet, but I'm going to once I know some people are already going, so I just had to buy my ticket. I don't want to lose.
I'm interested.
Let us know, and then maybe we'll make because we had talked about that.
I know that was the thing.
Soon
yeah,
and if we could make the road trip, we could do a Toy Daddies from there in person.
Amazing. Yes, that would be super awesome. I have stuff. I have equipment.
I was trying to convince Tuscan as well, because
the 3 of us
blast at ChrisCon. But there's also that New Jersey Toy Con as well in October.
That's true. So really, it's going to be a matter of
which one.
I mean, because it's a long drive. I'm not going to pretend that 3-4 hours is easy. Like, that's not. It's miserable. I hate driving that long. So, I would say
October is tough for me because there are a lot of anniversaries and birthdays. November might be better, but we'll see. I just need to know what the date is. What is the date?
All right, Chris. I'm giving you the links.
I think it's the 11th or the 18th. One of the two.
Both of them, not great weekends.
If it's the 18th, I can't do it. But if it's the 11th, maybe.
Okay.
Toy Attic in the house, Danny. What's going on, man?
The 11th is a Tuesday.
Oh, then I don't know. Again, I've been huffing paint.
18th is a Tuesday as well.
Well, we're going to New Jersey, hang over Yimbo on Tuesday. What's wrong?
Let's do it. Hey, I have a guest room. We're good. Run with toys. I was wondering why Superman needed this if he could fly. That was going back to the fifth gen. Yeah, I'm telling you, that was apparently why Dad said it was because he's getting depowered. Cops Create 89 Batman would fit in the Batman. I wonder.
I bet he would.
Same scale.
Yeah,
he's tiny.
Someone squeezed in a McFarlane Damien Robin, I think, in here.
Really?
I think because he's smaller, like the Damien figure.
Huh.
So maybe. I'm not sure. I don't have that. I actually don't have that Keaton SHF figure as much.
So
as
these
I love
are
the
all
character.
Walmart exclusives?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I probably don't see them. Okay.
But I have the links. Like I said, Preturnia. So this is like I've been trying to look at more toy Twitter just to branch out, and it's another social media platform to like look at. So Preturnia is a big time toy account, and he's got like 25,000. He's always posting links to stuff. So he's the one Preturnia. So that's what I'm going to send on
Twitter. Okay.
Preturnia. Yeah. Very good toy account, especially if you are actively looking for something, because he's good about the new releases and when they go live and all that type of stuff. There's another collectible. See, that's funny. I tried to log into Twitter, but my computer's been annoying, so I'm going to save it. But maybe this will be a future show, or I'll just send it to you guys in the chat. But there's Toy Bro. He's another good one. But yeah, Twitter's great about, like, people are on top of the toy deals better than we are. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, in a group chat, like, they're on top of things on Twitter. So I'm just saying, it's an interesting
no one has ever said Twitter is great and ended there.
That is true. But, I mean... I think when I talk about all of these platforms, we talk about them as toy community, like through that lens, and everybody still that I've met is awesome. So
I think NECA did something when I bought Super Shredder. They did something on Twitter just to let them know. Like that was before. It was like years ago before like the pre-orders were a thing. But they're like, yeah, we're going live in like 20 minutes. The link is going to go up. And, you had to follow him on Twitter to make sure you got your Super Shredder.
Right. That would have been... Yeah, I still don't have a Super Shredder. I remember having him in my hands. This was, again, before I got...
Hey, I have an extra somewhere.
All right. Then let me know, because I would take them. I could use a Super Shredder.
All right. Yeah.
I'll
find it.
All right, let's see. Agent Variant is saying he never knew he needed those. Dude, I'm telling you, for all of us, if that hits you in the feels, like if you guys have had these superpowers... They're very cool. I'm not gonna lie. They're very cool. I can't shoot them, but they're very cool.
I was gonna say, are you gonna shoot them?
You gotta shoot them.
I had a thought. I had a thought of even maybe doing like my own style, just as a reel, making like a toy commercial, but with my hands playing with the toys, like an old style one. I don't know. The reels are killing me. I finally vented to you guys in our group chat, like. They tell you they want us to make reels. I enjoy making reels, but then I do the reels and then they still don't show them to anybody. That was where my frustration came from, Like I still enjoy the process, but I'm like, I'm literally doing the thing that you want us to do,
I've slowed down making reels considerably. Not that I don't enjoy them, and not that I care about the reach. It just takes more time.
It does.
That's the thing. It takes time.
It takes time.
I started working on one today. It was just, like it's nothing spectacular. Just my little weekend recap of photos. And even I got to the point where I added the music. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with this right now. Like listening to the song 10 times, 20 times.
I got a message of on Instagram, like a number of my reels, the song is gone now. So they're like, go back and choose another song. I was like, I'm not going back. It's over.
Wait, did they give you a cue to put the song?
No. I went back through and I was like, why is this silent? What kind of song here? Yeah, no, it's a garbage app, but we know it. And that's why I don't want to talk. I don't want to complain about it because we know it stinks. There's like that stuff that's out of our control.
We're
sticking with things in our power.
We're talking about fisted.
Yeah, let's talk about the fist machine.
Hey. All right.
To answer your question, though, Yimbo, you had said you want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
This is the diorama wall that I was making.
Yeah. Oh, wow. It's a lot bigger.
It's huge.
It's a lot bigger
because I wanted Rhino to be able to be like run straight through it, and I measured it way too big. But
that's cool.
The cool thing about it is that I kept all the little pieces so that it can puzzle piece back into it. Look really cool.
That's what I was hoping you were going to say. Oh, that's awesome.
But I also kind of painted the edges.
Oh, yeah.
Real well. That it kind of stacks nicely, too.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
That's what people.
I thought you made that. That's cool.
In all the diorama maker accounts I follow, that's always one of the top recommended things. Is like utilizing that spare scrap foam.
Yeah. And I got a good piece of advice from DJ_ dioramas. I need to start wearing a mask when I'm messing around with this material because apparently it's bad for your lungs.
It is.
Oh, no. Okay.
It's not like a craft store foam. I got this from Home Depot.
Yeah.
It's what's it?
It's asbestos.
I forget what it is, but essentially it's like not good. So I'm like, oh yep. Gotta get a mask.
Oh, speaking of asbestos, what were you gonna say? Something? Sorry, I had a stupid joke. All right, you go.
No, I was just reading the chat. Danny did say that New York Comic Con's also in October, so maybe the New Jersey Toy Con's not gonna be as popular.
Oh no! Okay, so that's right. There's Danny's comment. Okay, so the New Jersey Toy Con, I can't stress enough. Like it was just a lot of people and a lot of toys and a lot of tables of toys in this big building. Like that's essentially what it was. Comic Con is entirely like Comic Con doesn't even know that the Wayne Toy Show exists. You know what I mean? So that's like just to keep that in mind. But if you were gonna pick one in October, I'm going to the Thursday on Comic Con. I know Danny's going all 4 days. Toy Attic. I'm sure other people are, but I don't know if you want to do the Thursday, but then it's like it's a Thursday. It's a tough. That's what I'm.
Yeah.
For me going, I'm saying for me going, I would love to go. But I don't know. You tell me, guys. I'll go to whatever cons you want. I'm in that I'm in that mode. I'm excited.
I'm all for the cons after the last one because it was fun. It was a lot. It was really nice to just like meet people in person and talk and just see everyone just generally just happy to show off this very nerdy hobby, and like it was such passion and enthusiasm. It was just incredible, and
right.
I want another.
Yeah. Well, you got to expect that's how I felt, like getting to see, seeing Benny for the first time and giving him a big hug, and then seeing Frank and giving him a big hug, and George, and like all of a sudden we had this big crew of people, and it's like this is so cool. So I'm so happy you guys got to feel that because it was special. That's why we were so talking about it for months after that. It is a lot of fun. So like I said, I hope I can make it to something with you guys, whether it's in my neck of the woods or yours, because just the dates haven't worked out yet. But I watched that video on the Chris Con. I thought that was really well done. Yeah, I thought that was a really well done, well edited, presented video. You were in it. Tuscan was in it. Got a lot of shout outs.
Awesome.
That was so cool. But you were winning. You were holding your raffle box.
Yeah. I got 3 stormtroopers and the clients, and he has a little ice cream maker. So I opened up all these figures because I have a plan to customize them. Okay. Not anything Star Wars-esque, but artsy-ish. But I love the redesign that the little shoulder flaps bend upwards. I kind of dig it.
So can you actually get more now arm mobility out of those?
A little bit more. I might, it might pop off the shoulder pad, but I like it. It's a little bit looser than the only version of this I have is Han Solo in his trooper disguise, and that's incredibly stiff now to the point where I'm kind of afraid to bend them around. Yeah. So I'm glad I got these 3, and I do plan on messing them up quite a bit. So I've been so you ever fall in rabbit holes of like people that are just like incredible, and they post like these reels or these things on TikTok of them doing incredible art. Like I follow this graffiti artist, and she just teaches you graffiti tricks. Oh. And so I'm planning on taping off the black, and I'm just gonna tag the sucker up and using a bunch of tricks.
That's awesome.
So
that's cool.
My plan for this one is that he's gonna be a cosmic stormtrooper. He's gonna look like the side of a van in the 1970s.
That's cool. All right, I'm into it. So
we'll see if it comes out like garbage.
No, man. Based on everything that I've seen you artistically do, it's going to be awesome. So I wouldn't worry twice about it. I'm super stoked, actually, the fact that you held up one of the figures I wanted to talk about, because I know you guys, I'm late to the party, but I got my Rhino. And you held
nice.
Up. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Because I'm impressed. I didn't have the Toy Biz one. I will put this out there, too. I didn't get the old Toy Biz.
I think he's incredible. I think the detail on his face and the eye on the mask. I think Chris, you had already said this, but it's really good detail on this guy.
The head sculpt is incredible.
And I agree with what people have been doing with the posing. This guy's posable.
Oh, so that was going to be my first impression. Literally, like out of the box, I was like, okay, running pose, right? So I was just like, burn, click, little turn, a little head. I love the neck. Like the whole thing is on this big single joint, right? To get that look up. I thought that was a cool design choice.
Yeah.
And then
so good.
Dude, he can balance. Like that was my whole point. Is just I threw him up in a quick, just like running pose, and he balanced. Like it was so easy. He's great. Even easier than Juggernaut. Like I have my big boy Juggernaut up there.
He's not that easy.
He's not easy. This is also like I feel like tighter. Everything's a little bit tighter, but not in like a fighting way. Just like feels good. Like it's a really well made figure. I like the Rhino a lot. So Chris, you grabbed this one, right? You've had him. For a while.
I have the OG one. I have the Build-A-Figure, and then I had the new one. I did a figure comparison, and the new one is definitely better. And like No Chewing was saying, it's those head sculpts that just put it over the top.
Yeah, they're both really good. Here's I'll just throw that one up there. There's the calm one.
So yeah, sorry, I was a little distracted because, as you were getting us really excited for these figures and FOMO and whatnot, all week, No Chewing has been talking about this goddamn camera.
Oh yeah, no, this is the main event now. That's what I'm saying.
Did you type in No Chewing when you bought it from Canon, or
I'm like
get the sale?
I'm like all week. I'm like I really wish you would stop talking about this camera, because then I go through a rabbit hole of like, yeah, my camera's really old. I'm gonna look through this mirrorless. Wow, and I swear it's like, No Chewing is going to get a commission if like however many he sells, because he's doing this amazing job. Like, hey, check out this YouTube video. Hey, read this article about it. It's like, I've done and then he does the freaking homework. And so I'm like, it's all there. I'm like, all right, I'll just read everything. And then I get really excited. I'm like, maybe I should get one. You know what? Freaking A.
And then you did.
And then I'm like,
I still got before you by like 1 hour.
And then, well, here's the thing. Yeah, like I was like on a bike ride with the family and whatnot, and then I check the DMs, and No Chewing's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get it today. I'm gonna get it today. I can't wait. I'm like, okay. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, and then I'm like checking stock, and like only one left here, like 5 minutes away from me. Only one left over here.
And then you redirected the family on your bicycles and went to Target.
Pretty much. I had to go back. Well, I'm so stoked because now the three of we all have the same camera now.
I didn't finish, and then like Yimbo comes in. Like, and I'm like, I don't know if I should get this. Then Yimbo comes in. He's like, well, you've been silent all week about this freaking camera. I forget that you have this camera.
I do.
And then you just say, I'm just gonna say I love this camera so much, and that you can do A, you can B, you can do C. I'm like, what are these two doing?
Yimbo's like, I named my child M50.
Yeah, well, all credit in the world goes to Tuscan Traders.
Yes, and it all starts with Tuscan.
It goes back down to Tuscan. That's kind of like, again, how we're live streaming now. Tuscan brought me into the group, like introduced me to all you guys.
Tuscan showed me his camera when we were at the Toy Con.
The funniest part of all of this is that we've had this discussion all week, and then when I bought it, I told Tuscan, I was like, hey, I got this camera, and he goes, oh, you did? Like, no idea his influence that of this camera that he had on us.
That'd be funny if he said, oh, you did? It kind of sucks.
No, that's the one thing he's always maintained. He was up for, like, when I first said, like, when I was getting off, like when I was gonna make the move to getting a camera, and And he's never moved from that. That was like the M50 was what he put. He's like, I've done the research. He's like, that's just the one I would get. I'm just telling you. And then I did my research and came to the same conclusion. This is awesome. Now I love it. I didn't want to be pushy. You were doing your research. I didn't want to tell you like I can't speak to the Sony. All I can tell you is the Canon M50 is a beast.
Yeah,
I like it.
How stupid is the comparison Chris and I were both doing? It's like, hey, this camera is about like $700 or less. But I'm really looking at the camera that's $2,000.
Well, that was the thing that pushed me to finally speak up.
That's a $2,000 camera. Like when Chris was just like, I'm looking at the A6600. It's like, oh, that must be like $1,000 camera or less. I look at it. It's like $2,000. It's more money. Than
no. The A6000 is like.
Oh, I typed an A6600. It's a beautiful camera.
It's a beautiful camera. The A600 is the older model that came out in 2014. Comparable.
Well, I'm looking at the chat. So I forgot. I totally forgot. Roma Toys, our boy Frank, is also a Canon M50. He's in the club.
Does he really?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, that made a good choice.
Yeah.
I'm like,
the camera's great, and I'm gonna end up pulling my headphones out for a second so I can grab the lenses because we wanted to talk about that.
Yeah.
Let me just question from Josh. When you go jump over,
I was just gonna show you because like Agent Variant, can't wait to see your Cosmic Stormtrooper. He also says George says that the Rhino is definitely one of his top figs this year.
Nice.
George, did you finish up those prints?
Oh yeah, that's right. Those his backdrops.
Yeah.
And then this is a question. This is a good one. While I grab the stuff, I'm only about for 10 seconds. But Josh, our boy Cox Create, what's so much better about that camera over the one you were using? I like it. Discussion point.
That's a really good question. And I actually started to do some research today. It's like, is this even that much better than my own camera? It is.
Okay, it is.
It's, for me, it's about speed. The autofocus and the spread across the lens for focus. The one I was using had 39 points of focus. And so if you do continuous shooting, mine would top out about like 6 pics, and then go into like a memory lock for like 30 seconds. So anytime I was doing any of the outdoor like smoke bomb photography or those like fog machines or atmosphere aerosol, it's very frustrating. Each night, like what should normally take me about 20 seconds is like 20 minutes of like, okay. Wait in. Did I get my shot? No, I didn't get my shot. Gotta go again.
Yeah. That's a huge one. I'm telling you, that time, having even just the ability to transfer wirelessly was a huge feature from that camera. I'm sure from other stuff that I've used in the past. That was a big one, the wireless transfers. But
the wireless transfers is a huge upgrade for me. Like literally, like for my TI, I have a Rebel TI3 or T3i, whatever it's called. And I would take the memory card, bring it down to my computer, insert it, wait for it to load, edit, then put it in my Dropbox, and it is an extra 30 or 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. So just cutting the middleman out, that would be really helpful.
Now, I will tell you guys, just so you know, this was would you like to hear my experience real quick of because I could think back to first shooting on it and the couple things like that maybe will save you some time. I don't know. So my suggestion is it is time consuming to still, even with it wireless, you still have to open the app and connect it and pair it. Mine will sometimes connect and then drop the connection and to reconnect. It's a little annoying. Still faster than Chris's process before with the SD card, computer, all of that. So just be careful about that. So what I like to do is I don't transfer after each shoot. I wait until I'm done, and I transfer over anywhere from could be 30 to 100 pictures and setups and whatever else. So that's what I do, just as a heads up, because I fell into the trap of wanting to transfer as I was shooting and doing other stuff, and then I realized I'm wasting a lot of time. It's a stupid one, but so something I want to hear more about, because I know some stuff about the camera. I know how to use it, but when it comes to some of the stuff that you were just discussing, like the autofocus points, like I was not great about the autofocus. I think I just have it set to the single tap, like the single focus, not the points. How many points does this camera have that I don't really?
I may be wrong. I think it's 143.
Okay.
So where I was coming from 39, there's more points.
Yeah.
I think it's just, for me, it's the speed. I don't even know if the picture is going to be that much different than the photos I'm already taking, but day-to-day use, it's going to save me time. It's going to increase my happiness in the process.
What's the aspect?
I might actually be disappointed with the pictures compared to like what I'm used to doing. I may end up.
Well,
that's my big fear. It's like, will I regret doing this because I'm coming on?
So here we go, Santi. I want to push this out too, because I also, like, when I first started with the camera, I didn't know anything about anything. So I was shooting with autofocus, like all my early stuff when I got that camera in March of whenever that, like all of those early ones were autofocus. And it was so funny because early on it was like Rabbits Den Collectibles, Marco, and Misty Owl, Simon, both reached out to me. They're like, are you shooting manually? I was like, no. They're like, yeah, we could tell. And they started giving me all these, like helpful hints to get me using manual. And then I got that. But then whenever you try to learn a new feature about the camera, I hate every shot that I take. So there is this learning curve with every time I was like, okay, I'm going to learn about f-stops. And then like, I hated everything. And then when I had to mess with, the range and the distances and the shutter speed, every single time I tried to learn a new thing, I hated the first like 2 or 3 days of me shooting with it. So I'm just giving you the heads up because it's just literally playing with the settings. And the nice thing about mirrorless is for everybody to know, this is, I'm sure why you guys got it too, but the mirrorless for me, like the fact that what you see on your screen is what you get with the picture, that was a big difference from like a DSLR with the reflective, right? Like you can look through the eyepiece for like the DSLRs, but you wouldn't know if what you're seeing is going to come out on as the image. But with a mirrorless, what you see on the screen is how it's going to look. Am I wrong, Santi? Am I talking?
What is the aspect ratio?
I think that sounds right, but there's this aspect of a crop sensor versus a full frame sensor that I don't know enough about, so I can't comment on it.
No, I don't know any about that stuff either.
So like a full frame sensor, I believe, is it does what you're saying to even probably the truest sense. Mm-hmm. And those cameras are like the $2,000 camera that Chris and I were like, oh, should we do this instead?
Yeah, full frame.
I'm glad we both didn't do that.
Yeah, the full frame is definitely more expensive, but basically the aspect of it is that it captures the whole thing, but the focus of it all is like super like clear.
But then that's still, I feel like, a creative then choice as a photographer, right?
You
still have to like want that look, like just like we've talked in our chats before with like f-stops, right? Like we see, I learned this recently. We see the world as 5.6. Did you know that? That's how we see like as our eyes.
Oh, okay.
That's how we see the world. When you focus in, it's 5.6 f-stop. So that's why that's the most natural look to a photograph. But then like when you were saying, when you start bumping it up to f.8 or 11, you'll start getting more clarity in the rest of your scene. So it depends on, what you want to show the audience.
I have a question. What is the aspect ratio that you guys usually shoot in?
I shoot with the standard stock. So I shoot with 3.2.
3.2? Okay.
And that's for landscape. And then when you shoot portrait with it, you have to crop down to 5.4, like in the settings, like, cause you'll get a much longer 3.2, tall ways is much longer than 5.4. So
got it.
If you shoot portraits, you have to give yourself some space. By the way. Now, good. Now, here's a question for you, Santi, because I already feel like you're a better photographer than I am, like just in terms of your knowledge, your understanding, and your picture's great. But I have a question for you because I feel like you know more about this already than I do. Where was I going with that crap?
Wait, correction. I do shoot manual unless I am being lazy and I'm not shooting just toys and I'm out and about.
So if you're out and about,
I might be lazy and I'll just switch to whatever.
Okay, because whenever I use handheld, so this is getting into the lens talk real quick. So I told you I bought my first one. That would like after I bought, I was so excited. I got the 22 millimeter. It's called the Pancake Lens.
Yeah.
Recommended for street photography. I used it for toy stuff when I'm on my belly on the floor and I can physically get close with the camera to a figure. But honestly, I use this now for family parties. Like I don't have street photography. So it's like family barbecues. I'm walking around because there's no zooming. I use autofocus and I just use that super sensor auto setting and I just do it that way.
Yeah, sometimes you like I want, like, even with my phone, I let the chip do it. I'm not always tapping on the face. I'm just letting sometimes the computer is gonna be smarter than me.
Okay, because that's how I do it. And then I was worried that like when my kids start getting into, like soccer is gonna be their first sport. They're 3, right? So soccer is gonna be their intro. I have this lens, which I'm super pumped about. This is the one I was telling you about. That where is it? 55 to 200. 55 to 200 telephoto lens.
Okay.
So this I have to be like 3.5 feet away from my action figures, but I bought this also for, like I said, being a dad and shooting my kids athletically doing stuff. So do I need manual, or I don't think I can shoot manually. I think my hands are too shaky. Or do you shoot, like, would you shoot auto with this too?
I would shoot auto. I would shoot auto because because of the action shots. You want stability for that.
Okay.
So anything that's like an action shot and that you're holding it, you want the auto on.
Yeah, so, I want the chip in the camera to track the movement rather than me move things around.
So is manual photography really like this is my big picture? Literally, we've been doing this for how many years? Like, I've been doing this for 2 years. I love photography, but when it comes to aspects of it, I'm still obviously learning a lot. So when do people shoot manual other than toy photography? Portraits? Like, is it manual just for tripod usage?
I think so. Like
I think
school
you can shoot manual
photos,
no matter what.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a preference. I mean, you can use both. There's nothing that says you can't.
Do people shoot? Like, maybe people in the chat? Does anybody mess with manual shooting by hand? Because every time I try, even if I think I'm being still, I get movement. Movement.
I used to use a lot. Like, granted, I don't carry my own equipment when I take pictures of my family because I always have an iPhone on me and the kids move around and my camera's not fast enough to capture their movement, which is the big motivation to get the M50. Because 6 frames per second that it locks, I'm gonna miss the moment every time. Especially if I'm messing around with manual settings, trying to capture the right light and focus. So I don't know. What's the chat saying?
Yeah, let's see. All right. So going back, let's see. Oh man, the chat has been bumping, which is fantastic. All right, so let's just.
Josh had a good question.
Yeah, we're gonna go back. Here we go. So I'm gonna go up to where we had. I'm gonna shout out Danny again because we were talking cons before, and he was just at Monster Mania.
Oh yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, so go check out his post over on Instagram because he has himself with a couple of horror legends, which is awesome.
That's right. That was really cool.
And then Blitz was there. So just to remind you guys that whenever we're done, you're done with Toy Daddies, there is the Lazy Boys are on tonight as well. So check them out. All right, so here we go. So that was the Cox question. Cox, as we know, Josh switched over. He used to use a phone, or then he got camera, and then we went back to phone.
And can I just say, when I started toy photography, I used my phone.
Yeah, same.
Bam, 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 bam. Then I switched to my DSLR, and then I switched back to my phone because I hated it. Because just like you said, like, Yimbo, there was this learning curve, and I'm like, every photo I took was terrible, and I didn't get it. And then it wasn't until Ice Ryan kind of schooled me in terms of like at what aperture was and lighting and all that stuff that, I snapped a picture. I'm like, wow, this actually looks pretty good. Let's play with this a little bit more. But you're exactly right. You need to like concentrate on one skill, kind of get comfortable with that, then add in another layer. So my first skill was lighting. Then my second was aperture. And now my third is this new camera, shutter speed and ISO,
Oh, ISO.
You guys are going to love it.
My ISO set to auto. I never know what to do with that.
I always set my ISO for 100.
I set mine to 100 too because
I always set it at 100.
my rationale from what I've seen and read about was that because it's being shot manually with 100, you get the highest amount of details packed into the picture.
Yep.
So I want the most clarity on the figure, Chris. I know with your portraits too, like you want every detail to jump out. So that's why I stick to 100.
100
is also a triangle logic too. Aperture, shutter, and ISO.
Yeah.
It's like give and take. If you have your f-stop open for the longest amount of time, your ISO doesn't have to be. Again, this is where I don't know enough about ISO.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
To be as low because you're capturing so much more light. I don't know. I'm talking out of my mouth at this point.
It's true.
Then the devil's advocate point, because this is why this is fun, because this is like, hopefully again in the chat, like I'm literally just sharing stuff that I've practiced or learned from other people. Like what you're saying is so true. Like, I mean, what did I try to build on first? But like the lighting, I still struggle with low key lighting with this camera. I've done it. I've have some pictures successfully that I think look pretty good. Those are crapshoots because then I can't ever get the settings to get back.
You know what it is. You know what it is. It's your shutter speed.
Is it? Okay.
You need to if you have low lighting, you want to keep that shutter speed on just a little bit longer than you usually do.
Okay.
So sometimes when it's all dark and I have low lighting and I have a low aperture, I'll keep that shutter speed up for like 10 seconds maybe, and let some of that light in, right?
Okay.
In my ISO is like 100, or you could just, as Cynthia was saying, like adjust your ISO so it's a little bit high. It's higher, so more light's coming in, like 1600.
Well, because that's my only, like, obviously, like when I first started, I used 200 because I was Ozzy. It was 88 Figs had said that in a chat. I was looking at his work and I'm like, 200, okay. I don't know what these numbers mean.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, like I said, I read the thing about the 100. I figured my suggestion was just because of our style of photography, because it doesn't move, because we can control all of the lighting. That would be why I would recommend to you the 100, because we know Instagram's compressing our shots anyway.
I mean, for the longest time I did what, Cynthia, what you did, auto. I just did auto.
Yeah, same. Forever, for so long, for months I was auto, because every time I would literally try manual photo, not knowing what I was doing. It would all look crap, and then I'd just shoot auto. Like I would keep trying. I would just
like
what's great? When I switched over to my macro lens last year, I stopped using most of that. But again, I'm only doing this, within my photography. It hasn't really, I haven't been outside, so.
I was going to say,
in a very controlled environment when I do any of my shots.
Autofocus is great when you're outside.
Yeah.
Like, it captures everything. Like, if you just I'm just going to put it on auto when I'm outside.
Yeah.
Then your picture looks like a masterpiece.
Well, Chris, you probably shot this with auto. I remember you took that beautiful raking shot. I think it was your daughter.
That was auto.
Raking. That was auto. Yeah. I just took a Wolverine shot the other day that I posted last Sunday. That was autofocus, because if I'm outside, most of my stuff recently, that anything that looks like it's outdoors, I shot auto, laying on my belly, like just doing it that way. Thanks.
I mean, any iPhone users that aren't using like Camera Plus or a software like that, they're just shooting auto as well.
Right. That's true.
The new iPhone camera is pretty sick.
Yeah,
like
what
they can do.
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing. That's why Josh jumped, because Josh went to. I know it wasn't an iPhone, right? It was one of the other nice ones. Like
Pixel.
Pixel.
Yeah.
The
Pixel has the best camera. Pixels have the best cameras.
Agent Variant. So George said backdrops are coming soon. So just sorting out the printer options. Yeah, his shots are looking so good with that the silhouette one that he made. It looks really awesome. All right, let's see. So, unboxing Art is in the house. He found us. What's going on, dude? How are you, buddy?
How you doing, buddy? Follow Art. He's a great supporter of the
fantastic.
community.
Yeah. All right. So
I love his unboxing videos. He does
a great job.
The newest stuff. He goes back into his collection. Or maybe he actually finds it now, but some of the older figures, it's nice.
Yeah. Oh, and he's been a fantastic guest on a few guys on Toy Talk. Like he's awesome. So yeah,
he's a great radio. He has a great radio voice.
Yeah.
I think he's made all the Toy Talk logos too. So
that's I did know. That I knew. Yeah.
Yes, he's a great artist. Yes, Good plug. Yeah, he created all of our toy talk art.
That's awesome. So Frank said I started using a manual, messing with all the settings. Oh, so Frank, you're starting this rabbit hole, dude. Hit any of us up because that's all we're doing. Like none of us pretend to know anything, but I will share what I think I know.
Yeah,
Seriously,
that's
I've
how
learned
you
just by messing around.
right? Yeah, you mess around, but also like, just like, hey, can someone just focus me on one thing that I need to concentrate on, like for the camera? And this community is great, and I got that when I asked that question, and people are willing to help.
Yeah,
more atmosphere aerosol, Chris. I want to see more atmosphere.
Right into the camera.
Fog.
I'm getting there. I'm getting better. But it's still, I still struggle with the settings and getting them where I can show up, where I'm seeing it well enough.
Talk about hating every shot that you do when you start a new thing. That's exactly what happened with Atmosphere.
I wasted like half a can of that crap on my first few shoots. I'm like, my wife opened the basement and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "No, it's just I'm taking pictures."
I swear it's not pot.
Yeah, just billowing out of the basement as she opens the door. Oh my god. All right, so let's see. So Cox creates. So with y'all's camera, you could have figures in focus at once without layering and post edit. So
yes, you can.
Here's my thing. I guess, but like all right, so probably with autofocus, right? Like I wouldn't. Well, I have to focus stack because I shoot manually and I get each one if I want to have that look where every character's clear. But yeah,
funny you mentioned that though. The focus stacking that people do, I didn't do enough reading on it, but some of the higher end cameras do it for you in the lens. You can be like this one, and go.
Wow. Yeah. So is that not? I guess that's not, or that's a $2,000 camera.
That's a $2,000. Oh no, I think you have to break that $1,200 barrier.
So I think that's a $5,000 camera.
I mean, that's again time saving. That's what money gets you, right? Money
sure.
Free up your free time and free your time up.
I mean, another way to kind of like get around that is to bump up your aperture so that you have more field of range, and that it does mess with some of the camera, the field itself, which it's kind of like an artistic like change for you.
You want that smooth bokeh, you want that creamy everything, but there's also another way to go about it. Only shoot one figure and you're good.
Well, that's the other,
or you have both figures right next to each other.
Super close.
That's what you see my last photo, I'm like, God, I can't get this right. And I'm like, the more and more I just kept on like keeping them like really close together.
That's why you rarely ever see me with a group shot. Rarely ever.
Well, a lot of my group shots, even when I got the camera, there were so many who got pulled, like shots that I put together and was like, I can't focus stack 8 figures. I don't have the time. So I was like, camera, like phone, here we go. It's somebody who, because if I loaded it up with like you said, 5 to 10 figures, I'm like, there's no way. And I would just use my phone. Now I think I do, Chris, what you were talking about. Like I'll choose artistically which character I want my focus on. And then I'll start with the 5-6, but depending on how many figures I have, I might need more clarity. So like you said, I will go all the way up. I'll test them out up until like 11 and pick from there. Like I'll try F6, 8, 10, 11 just to see. And then I have some options. But to me, that's my artistic style now. Like I love doing that where I'll put the one guy in because then they're clear enough where it doesn't to me need to be for the point of this. Sure. I want you guys to try this one. All right. Now that we have the same camera, I want you to try this. Up your aperture up to like 13 or more. Okay. And just do one figure, whatever it is. Then autofocus right on the eyes of the figure and then snap that picture. What you'll get is like I don't know. There's like an artistic choice that a lot of big Instagram people do, like where they just have one photo, but if you look at it, the whole figure is super crisp in terms of their focus. Yeah,
that is one piece that they do as like a choice. Like, so someone told me to do that one time, and I did it, and it does. Like I don't think I was able to do it as good with my camera, but I'm wondering if that will come out super crisp with this new camera.
Ooh, that's
so
actually
just try it.
so.
Just try it.
Chris,
people in the chat, you try it too.
I'm gonna throw this at you too because like.
Oh, ISO 100 too.
Yeah, you could, but you can even focus stat. You can literally do a 5.6 on top of the 5 or the F. What did you say? That it was more 13. What did you say? It was more than 11. 13.
13 or more.
And you can focus stack that clear figure on top of the bokeh backgrounds.
Oh, okay.
So the whole figure's clear.
I see where you're going. With
that could be interesting. I wonder if that's what you're talking. Like if that's also because somebody like Mr. Lee, for example, he's somebody like I don't follow anymore.
That's exactly who I was. That's exactly who I was thinking about.
All right, that's what I was picturing. Like that style of photography. That would be interesting. Again, for portraits. Because when I take my portraits, I'm like you. I focus on the face, and then you start losing those details because I want it to be like you're looking at the person. Like that's my choice. I want it to look like there's so and so.
I mean, I'm like an aperture guy, so I love shooting at 2.8. I feel is the sweet spot. Anything lower than that it really gets finicky, but 2.8 is like what I love shooting at. Okay. And that's where you get that super crisp focus, but you do have to do a manual focus because the autofocus won't get you do all the details that you want.
Okay. Oh, guys, I'm so excited for you to have new cameras. Are you like chomping at the bit? Are you like because Chris, I know you were at a point, and we've talked about it, so it's not a surprise. Like I know you were going through your lull, and now I feel like the kindling, it's starting to the embers are stoking. You've been taking some nice shots lately, right? Like
the shots as of late have really got me stoked for this camera. And honestly, if I hadn't taken dove into it as of late, and then on top of Sunti's well-timed promotional push for this camera.
I secretly work for Canon, so it's always going to be timeless way.
I'm super excited to see what I can do with it because I'm really excited because I wasn't able to control my shutter speed. I don't know. It just on my old camera, it's this auto shutter speed. Really? Yeah, so if I have a shot, I'll hit the button, and then it will just keep it open. No idea. I mean, I have a Canon, so
yeah. I have a Nikon, so mine's a little different. But I always had it on manual. But yours might have actually set at aperture A, so it was an auto shutter.
Oh, so it was. I do shoot on aperture A.
Okay. Yeah, so it's the AI or the chip in your camera's it's judging what shutter speed it should be set at.
Oh, then that makes it a lot easier for me then.
So this time around, go ahead and use M for manual, or actually, still M for manual.
Yeah.
So there's some good photography talk going on right now in the chat too, because Frank, our boy Realm, has been. He said he just started using manual, which is so cool, and that's where I noticed a shift in my work from like I said, autofocus is I use it now exclusively for outdoor stuff or any kind of dynamic. If I really want to get a different angle I can't get with my tripod, I will shoot auto. Otherwise, manual for my stuff tripod wise. I do find it gets a little clearer. So Frank, if you are on this journey, my friends, hit us up because your shots are already gorgeous, and it's just gonna once you start messing around with the aperture, like we keep saying, the f-stop and you just really start to I don't know. I feel like I started to really finalize my style once I fully at least grasp understanding of all 3 points of photography: the aperture, the f-stop, and the shutter speed. Like I said, very basic, but once I had enough knowledge, I was like, oh, if I turn these dials and move, and then I could now get to a position where I think I have my style. So that's what's going to be kind of neat, I think. I don't know.
Hey, guys, I'm going to ask a silly question. Where do I put the memory card on this thing?
On the bottom, where the battery is.
Oh, where the battery is? All right.
Yeah.
I'm just opening the box now.
So George was surprised with that Frank was shooting. Again, Manuel's going to take you over, Frank. It's so good, man. And again, we're all learning. Frank, that's why I love you, man. We're all learning. All right, so Cox was asking about, like, here it is, focusing on all those figures. I think this is what we were talking about before, right? That's what you brought up, Santi.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. King Eternal, let's say your camera should have a sports mode. That would work probably for stuff like the fireworks and smoke and mist and spray, like, rain spray and stuff.
My Nikon did not have a sports mode. So it just shows the age or the style of my camera from back then.
Yeah. So, and this is now, King Eternal is Autumn Night over on Instagram. So this is what he's saying now. Same thing. So like people use manual, like for photographers to have control in the camera. So again, controlling the depth and focus and same things, shutter speeds. Yeah. So it's another element. Like it literally took me months. It was a brand new, it was like, that's what you guys are. I'm so excited for you because you now have a new toy literally to focus on. You will start forgetting about figures for like the short term. You're going to just want to learn how to master this thing. And I like I said, I'm nowhere close to it. So, I just.
Yeah. So cool. Everyone who has this? You do.
Me, Tuscan, Frank.
Right. We should start an M50 just chat to talk about pointers.
Oh, and here's a good tip from Autumn Night. So usually raise your ISO when you have a specific shot you want and have the aperture and shutter speed set, but the cam sensor needs more light. See, all of these things, that's where it still wraps it starts going in circles. I start spinning. So that's why I just play with settings. I just turn knobs.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. I mean, you just like you said, concentrate on one variable, and then that variable itself will.
Okay.
So the more and more you play with it, the better you get at it.
Yes. And now this is a good thing for you guys to know too, because the settings are all right there. It's very easy to swap between the three of them. So yeah, if you raise your ISO, you don't need the long shot. Exactly.
Yeah.
But like I said, for toy photography,
the longer ISO also generates more noise.
Exactly. Which is what I cut out. I don't want that stuff. That's me.
or you can go in Lightroom and just move the noise control up a little bit.
That's also true, right?
So this lingo, by noise, do you mean the black background?
No, when you look at a picture,
the
grain on a figure. So like, how when we comment, especially like June, Thor 2012, he's always thinking clean,
you're right.
crisp, like it's clean,
it's because it's a low ISO.
Yeah. So otherwise, you lose that little. It literally looks like white noise, kind of, right? Like, like you turned it up too much, they would play.
I get it.
All right. So let's see. Agent Variant. He keeps it between 100 to 200. Marco. We need macro lenses, dude. That's what I was telling the guys tonight. I have this telephoto. I bought that, not even understanding the difference between telephoto and macro. I'm not gonna lie. That's me. This was an expensive thing for me to be like, oh no. So rather than being a mistake, it's not, because I can, like I said, shoot it. My kids act athletically, and then I'm just far away from my toys.
Did you see the macro on that list and the one that sent?
It was 300. So again, not cheap. Like this, I think was 3. So that's why this was like my Christmas time. I'm gonna hold off. And
only half the price of the camera, you get no lens.
Yeah.
I know.
But the lens itself, like everyone. I was talking to you guys follow Visual Toys. He's a great guy. He knows so much about photography. So I asked him about. That's where he whispered Sony into my head.
Okay.
But he's like, once you get into the lenses, those are the fun things to like really play around with.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Like I use a 40mm on my Nikon, and it when I started talking or live streaming with Chris, it was all I was talking to him about. I was like, I think I'm gonna get a new camera.
Yeah.
And I got the lens. I'm like, actually, this lens is dope.
Yeah.
Now a year later, I'm like, I think I need a new camera.
Yeah.
And then that's when I was like, I got because remember you're like, I need a new camera. I was like, I think you need a new lens, and like, let's try the lens. And then, but now it's like a whole year.
Camera
I'm like, I think you and I both need a new camera.
You guys are gonna love this, and it's so funny. Even like going back into my memories of getting it, and like I still feel you will never feel like you fully understand this camera. Like that's how because
that's how I felt with my
similar,
other camera. That's how I felt with my other camera.
We're all in similar. I can say that confidently because we're all in similar life places. We're working dads. We have a limited time for this. You're gonna try to chip away at it, and it's exciting. I'm so excited, but like, there's still so much to learn. It's so neat.
See, I learned this camera in and out, my Nikon over the time. I just know its limitations. And the one thing I need is I need it to be faster. I need the autofocus to be that much faster.
Yeah.
Because even at this, you know, the mix of it in low light and the fact that I'm shooting toys, so I can't actually look at the freaking thing's eye half the time. I'm like,
yeah,
it's a struggle. So I'm excited for just like having that power up, those two things. What you were saying, like you'll never know the extent of the M50. I was reading up on the $2,000 cameras. Was like, and you can even customize your focus depth and inside your lens and like all these things. Like, ooh, do I even know how to do any of that?
So,
am I impressed that it's an option that I'll never learn enough about to do it? I can't even bother taking a 20-minute video about ISO.
Yeah, I know.
Or not even 20 minutes. 3 minutes is probably gonna be enough to tell me what ISO is. Or I'll look through the chat.
Right.
Well, it's funny. No, Trey, I watched that like 3 or 4 minute thing on ISO, and I still don't get it right. Like, you know, like you forget there's no. I don't know. I don't. My mind can't hold all. Can't retain all this information. Like when I'm not when I'm not applying it.
Yes, that's
why I keep ISO as auto, and I play with aperture and shutter because the size of the opening and the speed, I got it. That makes sense to me.
Can we just go back to the chat where you're like, yeah, like, oh wait, I just talked to this person who had the A7 like 3 or whatever, and she loves it. I'm gonna check it out.
A7 3S, and she was a professional photographer that used to do weddings, and she was talking about the lens, and I'm pretty sure the lens, just judging by the size of it, it's like $1,000 or like $2,000 for the lens. I'm like, ooh, I could be like this awesome girl I met.
Yeah. And then you're like, but he's like, $2,000. I don't know. I'm like, ugh.
All right, so I have a great question. Like, so I have a question based off of Eric's comment here, because this is for you guys, because I don't know how this would work. So he was told that, you know, again, a high ISO, like we said, makes more noise, but new cameras, probably like ours, go to 25,000. Raising ours to 1K or so won't make that much noise. So that's interesting.
So do those photos, are they just white? Is that...
Well, yeah. So my question then is, like, if we did raise, so if you're telling me we're not going to get that much noise if we go to like 500, like that's what Rabbit's Den said. He goes to 500 when he wants a brighter shot. So then what you're telling me, Eric, is there...
So that means your shutter speed...
What would be affected? Yeah, what changes...
Your shutter speed has to be, like, instantaneous.
So just by having the higher ISO, then lower shutter speed, and that's it. But, like, see, that's what blows my mind about photography. How do those things change the look of the picture? I guess I have to be taking the picture and see it in front of me. I'm answering my own question.
Maybe this is a future Toy Daddies thing where we take a similar shot with same variables but with different settings, and we'll take like and I mean like each of us like so I'll take the same photo like 6 times with different settings and then we'll compare them.
I like it. We should definitely, because we've been talking on the last couple shows about doing like our little fun challenge. Like again, I'm just getting to talk to you guys is a blast. So like we still have our little fun games to come eventually, but we were getting our footing. We have 3 months in a row of doing our
this is great.
We want to get our footing going.
Yeah, we should practice. We all have a Rhino and we all have a black backdrop. What you do, and Yimbo, you're using a kit lens. Chris and I don't have the other.
I use the kit. I love my kit lens. I love my kit lens. The funny thing is, the first shot I took, this was like, I guess it was because of the depth sensor or what. Like I was able to get a lower f-stop with this the first time. I remember it was like on either a Spidey or a Superman, but it was a thing flying. I was like, oh, this looks like, I think, oh my God, like what did I just do? This is so wonderful. like it's just so neat when you get the settings to click with this camera. That's what's fun.
Yeah.
So one thing we didn't talk about was the adapter for the mount. Like,
I don't have the adapter. I just have the, because there's two tiles of lens. What are the names of these lenses?
There's an EF lens. EF.
EFM. Okay.
Yeah. So I bought the adapter, so that's coming on Tuesday, so that I can use my 50 millimeter because that's what I use all the time.
Nice.
And that's really what I remember from even shooting like actual people, not using a macro lens on an actual human because it's just kind of funny. The 50 millimeter is like the easiest, best. Like you get the best results for what it is. I mean actual humans. 50 millimeters
humans too?
is great for humans.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. It's they always talk about the term the nifty 50, and you'll always see at a wedding, how a photographer will have like 3 cameras. One will always have that pancake lens, that prime lens on it because it's
as the primary camera.
Yeah.
No, but even off to the sides, just in the arsenal.
But I didn't see it like you said in that list that I sent to you guys.
Didn't have it. It was very strange.
Yeah, and I don't think
it should be available on everything.
I don't think there is one, so that's why I'm.
Because maybe with this they're only making the kit lens, right? Or no?
They got the kit. They got the one you have, the 22, and then the 28 macro, and then you can get you can spend more money on like other types, but those are the basics.
One that comes close that it's an EF. It's a 32 f-stop 1.4. I might get that one, but the 50 millimeter with the adapter. I mean, then that's like what, probably $400 total, because I think that lens was about 180.
Well, which one did you get? Did you get the SCM 1.8 or 2.8? There's like 3 versions of it, depending on the price.
So
one is like sold roughly for $150, really affordable if you have a Rebel.
Yes, I think that might have been it.
Then there's a higher end one. I think it has a few more blades or whatever, and it goes down to a lower aperture. And I think it's made out of more metal pieces. That $150 one is plastic, but sturdy plastic. And that's close to about $300. I think there's another one that's like $500.
Yeah, mine was like around. It was like one to 200, I think. So, it wasn't like the Canon lens, but you should really look into it, Yimbo, because it's gonna change your world. It really will.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely, that was something that if I hold off on getting the macro lens and do one of those adapters and do it that way, I don't know. I just have to play around. But
some people use the tubes. Tuscan showed me the tubes he was using, and
I mean, for me, I feel like
the tubes are rough.
Like I really just,
I just don't know. Like you have to like. There's a science behind it. Like if you use a certain lens, you only use like 2 of them or 3 of them, and you have to play around with it.
No, I put like them all.
I bought it. It was like, it's like $30 or like $20. I bought it. I put them all, and I'm like trying to fix it, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with this.
I also see some
everything
people
was
use the
blurry.
option of using the reverse ring. So the reverse ring takes your lens and attaches a ring right here, so you can take the lens off and reverse it, and then screw that on, and then it becomes a macro lens somehow. But I don't know how that magic works, and I imagine I'm gonna get a lot of dust inside the lens.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
So there's options. But you got kids. I would say the 50 is a cool ones you have. I think
get the 50.
It's a real cool, smooth.
I'll try to find the one.
Although the 22 might be good too. I haven't used the 22 before.
The 22 is cool, but it is harder. I did bail on it for toy photography. Like I really don't use this for toy photography. I tried. It was neat, but then like the fact that it doesn't zoom. Like I said, if I'm on my belly and I'm like, no, I need to get closer, I literally have to army crawl to get closer.
To the comment, Marco, what are you using if you are letting your M50 hang out on a shelf?
Well, I forgot Marco, when I said Marco was one of the people that reached out and helped me with like tips on it. I forgot he also is an M50 guy.
Is he a phone person?
I think he's been doing phone stuff since he's been back into like toy
Oh.
photography again.
I took some shots.
Really?
When I sent you those shots of Miles in New York, that's with my phone. So no real complaints on phones at all.
No, none. Like I said, it's just I like seeing pictures of toys.
Maybe I'm just spending money to spend money at this point. Who knows?
Yeah. But by the way, guys, I do want to remind you, like Eric, Autumn Night is a great source of information, especially when it comes to this. He knows a tremendous amount on photography and art and things like that. So he is somebody to hit up that would actually know, like, where you can ask me a question, I can tell you hypotheticals. Like, here's some things that might work. Like Eric could actually help you.
In the business world, we use the term anecdotal. Anecdotally, yes. I can tell you. Directionally, I can tell you.
Okay.
KJ says is Camera Daddies. Tonight is Camera Daddies. That is for sure.
Hey, KJ.
Canon M50 Club.
Well, hey, we haven't gotten to the second part of this, and I really would like to get to that too.
Me too.
So if you guys don't mind, we're gonna go long.
Yeah, no. So here we go. So
do you guys mind?
I told you mine won't take too much long. So here's George. FYI, if you use a full frame lens on your crop sensor camera, you may get a vignette around your photos. That's the difference. By the way, full frame and ASP, letting you know because you're using an adapter. Okay, so that's who's that for? One of you guys.
Okay, so I just have a question. What's a vignette?
Oh, the vignette is the darkening circle around, or you can do the reverse and it's all white. But it's like that circle.
Chris, I gotta show you Lightroom. Your photos would just like pop even more once you learn some of these stupid tricks.
Chris, okay. I know you're gonna be so because like I feel like you.
When we meet in person next, I'm gonna show you my iPhone. Like a vignette is this, and it makes it look like this.
Chris, I'm gonna do the easiest thing in the world to show you right now. As soon as my iPhone loads.
Oh, so I sent you the link to that 50 camera lens, the EF. It's only $125.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. So there's vignette. There's an option even just on the camera roll. So that's it. See how it darkened? Or it can go white.
The dark gradient.
See the dark ring?
Oh, that's cool.
And what it does is it drives the focus to more of the center.
And I will suggest this is a Yimbo tip. I've shared this in the past, but Chris, you're more than welcome.
This is Lightroom?
That was actually Apple.
that was just Apple.
That was iPhone.
Vignette is in every single. So Chris,
it's also on IG. IG has Vignette as well.
Everything has it, but Chris and Santi, this is for you too. Feel free. I'm giving you one of my Yimbo tricks. Photo Leap. I love Photo Leap, and the reason is because you can choose where you want to put the vignette. So in the effects, here we go. Of course, you can't see it on this particular picture. This would be so cool. All right, hang on.
It crashed.
No, I went to the wrong one that I already had put it on, so it wasn't like showing it in a good way.
I think the premium Lightroom also allows you to do it, but you're going to be paying like $10 a month.
Yeah.
I don't really want to do that. As much as I do think Lightroom is fantastic.
Okay, so in Photo Leap, you see how I turned on vignette. You see how it's just a big dark circle over it? Now you can control it being an oval, or you can have it where it's spaced out, like where it's gradient, right? Is that or like gradually? So it can either be super, super sharp lines or gradual. And then you can control the brightness of it with the slider, and go turn it into the white if you want. But here's the thing: you can move it. Santi, have you seen an app that can do this? Because I love this and I use it all the time. Wait,
no, I mean,
I think you can move the vignette. You see it? Look, you can move it.
That's cool.
Every other app that I've messed with, the vignette is just in the corners. I like this a lot.
It's a nice touch.
If you want to steal my trick, fine. That's been one of my stylistic choices.
I just learned
all my shots have a light vignette around because
you did the light vignette?
It's a trick to the eye.
Yeah.
It's driving it toward where you want it to be.
I do it too, man. That's why I'm showing
you. Especially if you play the rules of thirds.
I've never done that. I just found out what a vignette is.
I mean, granted, you have the most followers of the three of us, Chris, so I don't want to poke at you, but there's some cheap tricks you can do to make people look at your photos more.
That's what I'm saying. Right. And see, and Rabbit said the same thing. Majority of his shots have vignettes because it's just a nice. Again, it's just a subtle, like that's all studies. It's just manipulating your audience to look just like bokeh, just to who's the focal point.
It's simplifying the information that they're trying to process visually.
Right.
That's all it is.
And we
Marco had a good one too, as well. He said the fourth corner of the triangle, making it a square, is lighting.
All right, so here we go. So Chris, I'm let me do mine first because you are the one I'm super curious about because I haven't even looked. I still haven't. I said this.
You guys and the PowerPoints. Give me some notice.
I told you.
Can I just say this was for anyone for anyone who feels like they have a problem, right, with toy collecting. This is the way to do it. You need to make a PowerPoint of everything that you're in control of, and then really wallow in what you've settled with as pre-orders.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. So here's mine because mine will not be as crazy. I'm go back to StreamYard real quick so I can see if it's showing up. Okay. So here we go. So I'm talking about 10. I have the first batch. I really want to ask you guys your opinions because I brought them up last time. There we go. What do I do about Mafex? Because I have Mafex Nightwing. I have Black Suit Spidey, I have Scarlet Spidey, and I have the comic Spider-Man. And I don't. You got
4?
It's those 4 are up right now. Like those I have on Big Bad. I played with my Dark Knight Mafex, and I do like it a lot. I think I'm still kind of hung up on old Mafex, like my knockoff one, and my Peter B, who I love, but like the feeling of him. But the Batman does feel really good, so maybe I'm being too hard on Mafex.
Are you considering Bane and Neil Adams Batman when that gets released or up for pre-order later in the year?
The Bane looks beautiful, but the McFarlane one is in my pile of loot right now, so I don't know if I need another Bane. Do you know what I mean? Like
the reason why I say that though is that if you're building out like a Bat family in the 6-inch scale, Mafex is your best bet.
That's what I was thinking. Like Nightwing, I'm not gonna lie, I was leaning towards hanging on to because of that DC Nightwing. Nothing being and he's Nightwing. This is a great figure, and I love the accessories.
You get like 2 Nightwings a year. All right, get this good one.
Yeah. All right. So then he's sold out, so I'm going to keep him. I don't know if I'm going to play with him, though, but I'm going to keep him.
Is he the guy that has magnet feet? Is this
all these guys have magnet feet. All of them do.
Damn, that's cool.
So I guess I'm just torn because, like, Scarlet Spider's super cool, but I don't have, like the Scarlet Spider. Like that's not my Spider-Man. That's Peter's my boy.
So you don't have any affinity for this hooded
cool. Outside of, like, he's a Spider character, and he has a hoodie, and he's cool. Like,
yeah.
You are asking the wrong person, Yimbo. I'm saying keeping all these. You're keeping all these,
right?
I mean, I think you keep Nightwing definitely, but again, you're probably asking the wrong person because I love Nightwing. Black Suit Spider-Man, always a good one to have.
That's what I was thinking.
I like the blue feet. I don't know. I know that's not comic accurate, but it's pretty cool.
I love
blue feet is cool. I know.
All right, so if you think about trade fodder,
but you're not even
Scarlet
showing
Spider-Man's a good one.
Like, you're not even showing Cinti, like, the accessories on that black. Like, it comes with a Peter Parker with, like, stubble, like, during.
He didn't need to. I'm saying Black Suit Spider-Man was already a yes.
Yeah. So
you don't need to show me the cool stuff. I already say keep him.
But I want you to see it.
About this one.
Yeah.
No, I've seen it. Okay. It's beautiful.
This one, Yimbo, we'll get to mine, but I canceled this pre-order.
Okay.
But I already have the comic one.
So that's the thing. I
Which version of
this comic knockoff.
Yeah,
knockoff.
This one's like a comic, like, colored one. There's a different comic one.
Okay. So because I have the knockoff, I don't know. I'm like,
I think if you have the knockoff, you're fine.
Okay.
Did you pass on the Mezco Spider-Man as well?
I did.
Like how many?
I
did. I think the other question, as I said with Nightwing and Mezco Bat family, your Spider-Man come in the next 12 months.
So
from all directions, which one are you having the family of?
All right, well that's why I want to go through the rest of mine because I want to get to Chris's because he went hard. I just so this is not my big pre-orders out there. I still have an insane amount of pre-orders. Like I've been trying to actively this is what we talked about. So this weekend.
Oh, these aren't all of them.
This is not. No, I just wanted to go over stuff that I was on the fence about. So those Mofex ones.
This makes me feel better.
Oh no, Chris, I have a disgusting amount. I mean, we'll have to compare numbers. I just don't like saying it in front of my wife in case she's watching. But I went through. I did cut stuff down. Okay, so here we go. So the Mofex right now, I'm still leaving them untouched. They're in my pot. They're ordered to go in my pile. I haven't messed with them. I'm keeping them. So right now, okay. So Dave is with us. Okay.
I would say last thing on that.
Yeah.
Probably take a hard look at the classic Spidey and the Scarlet Spidey closer to when they're about to drop because
Scarlet Spider. Yeah. I don't know. Scarlet again. You're asking the wrong guy.
I know.
Scarlet Spider is a no-brainer. You keep them.
Right. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think with those Mofex ones, I was leaning towards. I wanted to talk it out because it's an insane amount of Spider-Man, and there's more insane Spider-Man stuff coming, which I'm going to be talking about. So,
is this vintage or is this the Black Series?
So I'm going to give you the spoiler alert. So I had a Dark Trooper. I had. Let me click over. Sharon Carter and Miss Marvel all on the same Target order. I canceled them all. I canceled them. They're done.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any more of that Ultron?
Yes, I still have Moon Knight and Mr. Knight pre-ordered at GameStop, and they are so awful to cancel that I'm just going to keep them because I want those figures anyway. I don't need Ultron anymore. I don't need this stupid Miss Marvel figure that is the exact same one that I have.
Okay.
I don't need the Ultron, I'm telling myself, because I wanted this wave. And Sharon Carter, that was a figure a year ago, slam dunk. Now I bought so many of those side characters. How many times have you seen me shoot Pepper Potts? Twice. I don't need another supporting character. So Sharon getting I'm out. I'm out of the Ultron. I'm not doing it. I was able to positively back away. I canceled Japanese Spider-Man.
Okay.
Ooh,
and I canceled the 60th anniversary.
I can see that. I can see why.
I can see this one. I'm on the fence. I don't have any slides, so I'll just interject when I see something.
Yeah. No.
I also have pre-orders. I'm not sold on the 60th Spider-Man anymore now that I have the animated series Spider-Man coming.
Yep. So, Santi, this is not to even talk. So, the stuff that I have actually pre-ordered, Walmart, I have very limited. I'm down to the Lizard, and I'm down to the comic Spider-Man at Walmart pre-ordered, I think. Mm-hmm. So, that comic Spider-Man, I'm going to get him because of the cell shading. But I need this one. I like the wings, but then I have ready for the ones I didn't to cancel, and I didn't even put these in the spreadsheet.
So wait, you canceled this one and the last one?
I can't. Yep. So all right. So here we go. So canceled him. Done. They're gone.
Ooh.
So 5. I canceled 5 figures. I'm so proud of myself. That Dark Trooper is sick, and it comes with that pod, but I personally didn't need it. I have too many toys.
So let's go through this. What were you telling yourself?
So the Dark Trooper, I was
as you were going through this.
When I looked, I was like, it's when I bought it, I'm like, look at this awesome thing that can go great in my ubiquitous diorama as another Star Wars prop in the backgrounds. But when push came to shove, I don't shoot Star Wars really. I like Star Wars, but I don't shoot it enough to justify another purchase. Yes. And then, like I said, Sharon, I gave you my reasons. I have plenty of supporting characters. I tell myself I'm going to shoot and then don't. And Miss Marvel, same thing. I have my one figure. I shot her twice this whole year. So, and then Japanese Spider-Man, I don't have the same nostalgia for him as much as I love.
This is one I disagree with a little bit.
That's okay.
I like what they did with the head sculpt and the paint. Yeah. I thought they captured it really well.
No, I have no issue with for me, this is a matter of, because I have, ready for this? Here, let's just go for it. I have this is the Spider-Man figure still. We have the 4 or 3 Spider-Man Mayfix figures I just showed you. I have the 3-pack of the pointing guys. I have the Figure Arts Toby pre-ordered, which again,
yeah, that's right.
because I wanted the head sculpt of Toby, but then I still have the 3 figure pack ordered. Like, I have too many Spider-Man figures. I have this the 2-pack with Spinneret coming, which is supposed to be the best Spider-Man of all time. So, like, do I focus on legends who are so good? Like, these Spider-Man legends are really good. He's on the old body too, like the retro body. I'm saying like that new Spinneret Spider-Man. It looks so good. It rivals Mafex to me, maybe. I mean, it
comes with the other head too, and it seems like a good one. Yeah.
So I don't know. That's why I just have so many Spider-Man figures. That's why Japanese had to go. Spider-Man. I don't have the nostalgia for him, so that's why he left for me. And then, guys.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I showed you guys. I didn't take any new pictures, so this is the Dave reaction. I did it. Yes, I did it last night. I did it.
Is this still open?
I did it. For like it's open until tomorrow. They charge my credit card tomorrow. I did it.
All right. Last chance for people in the chat. If you want this his tank, value's there.
I'm gonna tell you guys. This is why I did it. Because then I want to get to Chris's and let him just ride the show as I lose my voice. This is perfect. That's on the his tank too, because this was a moment for me. This just everyone knows, and you guys are my friends, and this is like everybody in the chat, my friends. Like this is a big thing. So I said yes. Because to me, it means that I'm doing this for another year. Does that make sense? Like, I love being I love doing the streaming. I love hanging out with you guys every week. So, like, to me, I'm like, that is going to lock me in as, like, to keep the motivation going. I want it, like, I figure if I'm going to be if I'm trying to be a toy guy that people want to hear talk about toys, I better get one of these big ass releases. And that one I can shoot. I can shoot that with all my shit, basically. And I
thought you canceled it. You didn't.
Poop bomb ever I dropped them on the stream. I apologize.
I thought you canceled. You didn't cancel it?
I was on the fence the last time I discussed this, and I said I'm going to begrudgingly, but I'm going to do it. And this was now me officially telling everyone, yes, I pre-ordered this bad boy.
Oh, okay.
I ordered it. I'm a Hasbro Pulse backer.
I thought you were saying you canceled it.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought, too.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah, Cinti, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, canceled it. Makes sense.
No. This was so I was on the fence. I was basically like, how committed am I going to be? You know, I've been taking toy pictures for 2 years. I've been a live streaming toy guy for over a year. I love doing it, but it's still a thing that, like, is based purely on my motivation of doing it. You know, like there's no monetary incentive except us spending more of our money. I feel like people need to realize this, and I'm sure they know. Thank you guys. You guys are on the chat being awesome. So yeah, this was a big financial thing. And I'm just like, well, if I don't see myself doing this anymore, then why would I invest in something a year ago? You know, like that's going to be a year away. And I feel like I've proven to me, to you guys, but like to myself that I am committed to doing this. And I want to keep doing it. And I like I keep saying, this is a lifelong, these toys aren't going anywhere. So for me, it was an investment in continuing this toy journey, you know, like as a public toy journey.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Got it. That makes sense.
Similar. I felt something similar when I bought this camera. I was just like, I better stay in this for at least 2 more years.
That's what I said.
So I'm excited because like this way, that's a big thing that a lot of people, even you guys, if you're not Joe guys, like I would like to think that you'd still be excited to see me like open that up and then like break it down and bring it to my backyard and do whatever.
I like watching you open up trash toys. It's fine. Good toy, yeah.
But
this has a great value too. It's not like a dumb purchase. I think they priced it well. This vehicle looks sick. The figures that it comes with, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm super pumped. And if I decide to move any of those figures, I like, you know, like there's toy speculation, there's like what's gonna go and blah blah. But right now, I'm literally I bought that for me. Like I want all the drivers. I want Retro Cobra Commander, and I just want that to live like that's gonna. I can use that for so much. Did you see the shots by they just put out? Did you see them recently? any of the news just in a day.
Shooting Galaxy did it, right?
Yes. Did you see those pictures?
Yeah, I know, and he's a cool guy. I met him at ChrisCon.
Oh, that's awesome! I just got I talked to him on Twitter the other day. I was telling him how his shots he's guilty. He did this.
It's nice.
Let me see if I can. I'm gonna stop sharing my thing. I'm gonna bring up. So here we go, real quick. I was just showing him. So Shooting Galaxies. That's what his name is.
Shooting the Galaxy or Shooting Galaxy. I should be better with names, but I'm not that.
Oh, it's tough. Again, when it comes to us referencing,
his real name is Matt, and he was cool.
There it is, Shooting the Galaxy. Come on, my poor computer. Whenever I have multiple tabs open and I talk to him, he just is chugging. It chugs and chugs. Here we go. All right. So Chris, I promise. Here we go. I'm going to show you these pictures real fast. This is what sold me on the final thing. And then we're going over to Chris's. I can't wait.
Chris already pre-ordered his tank. It's all good.
Yes.
So this is exactly
two tanks.
Three. One for each of us.
Guys, these pictures are what I pictured doing with this.
This one is the one that sells me. That last one.
This one got you?
This one brings back
good
nostalgia for those G.I. Joe commercials. Right?
Yeah.
Look at that atmosphere.
And then
is that what it is?
I love the little LED light. It's so goofy, but he did a really great job of being able to bring that effect out. But all of these shots, God, they're just so good. They're so good.
Yeah.
This thing is awesome. This is why I got it. Because do you see how many shots I can do with this? You can
use this for Star Wars too.
That's what I mean. Literally. And then in front of it, just with the details, on the treads and the track, I just feel like it's a really good background piece. If it's not actively being used in a shot.
I don't think you'll regret this one. I think you'll be very happy with it.
I dig it. I definitely dig it. I don't get it, but I dig it. I don't get this tank. I don't understand. I don't understand G.I. Joe that much, I don't understand the tank thing. But
Chris, I don't either.
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
I don't either. I say all the time. I have all.
That's what makes it cool, Chris.
I just don't quite understand it, but it looks dope.
Oh boy, here we go.
Do we get through all your slides?
Okay, so can I just say? Let me just say.
Sharon, yes, there we go. It's booted up.
Okay. I thought this was, Yimbo's oh, I made a slide. I'm oh, he made a slide of all of his pre-orders and stuff like that. So I just went down that rabbit hole of all my pre-orders.
Okay.
With the exception of some on 5K. That's it. I haven't done my 5K ones, but this is everything that I have.
So excited.
Oh, so you put see, Chris, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do the every single one. This, I will tell you, I will do this for, I will join you. I'll hold your hands and do my version by the end of the summer. All right. So we'll do this together.
So I have some on 5K.
Yeah.
That I have not put on here.
That's okay.
Let's say there's 7 of them on there or something.
Okay.
You have 7 of them on 5.
Okay. All right.
God,
so,
man.
Dude, can we just say this? Wait till you see the whole time I'm.
So this is the canceled list.
No.
You're telling us which ones you canceled, right? Is that what's going on? Okay.
Yeah. At the end, these are all my pre-orders, and then at the end, there's a canceled.
All right.
A small little. Really small section that's canceled. But the whole time I'm making this, Sunti, I'm thinking, what the hell is this guy gonna say? He's just gonna say, "Oh my god, oh my god."
I am super excited, Chris. All right, so here we go. So this was a no-brainer. You have him coming.
Yeah, he's Maverick Scarlet Spider. He was one of the guys that I think in our New Year's show of our 5 top wish list for 2022 for 2022 that we did on What's in the Box. I was we need a Scarlet Spider. Someone do a Scarlet Spider, premium figure Scarlet Spider. That in steel too, which will be coming up too.
Okay, here we go. So boom. All right.
Know the same too.
Slam dunk. All right.
Slam dunk for me. And
oh man, you've been talking about this guy for so long. You're so excited.
You love the mods.
I love cyborgs and Spider-Man. But yeah, of course. I mean, the nostalgia of Death of Superman and the Return of Superman it's a beautiful fig. Look at that.
It is really well done. I see that's God. I think I've just been telling myself honestly. See, I had him I canceled him. I shouldn't have canceled him.
That's a good one.
I shouldn't have canceled him.
This is one that I almost bought or pre-ordered earlier this year.
So yeah, I mean, I have two of the. I have that 2-pack with Carrie Kelly, and then also is it Carrie Kelly? Whatever the Robin is, and the Dark Knight. So I was like, need Superman.
Right, that's finishing a shelf, display right there. Ooh, you went Mafex for the Batman.
Well, yeah, you'll
Next
see.
Slide
You'll see what else I went for this one too. But yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
But yeah, so the Mafex Batman, going back to the Batman, this one recently came out as a pre-order, so he might be on the shelf, cancel. But I'm keeping him for now because he looks really dope.
Fair. And you know what? I would rather I jumped on the Figure Arts one immediately and then canceled it a week or two later. I was like,
so I didn't put it on my cancel list because I did it a while ago, but I pre-ordered this and then canceled the Figure Arts.
Okay. And I still have the Mezco is that's going to be the Battinson for me. This one looks awesome. But you didn't go in for the Matt, or did you do that too?
Well, let's keep going.
All right, let's keep going. Here we go. All right, so the Mafex is. Woo! Oh, that's right. This is a nasty one too. This is a really good Cavill head sculpt.
I didn't even realize this was coming out.
This one's coming out, and one of the reasons I put both pictures on. Look at that head sculpt with the eyes.
That's what I'm saying. This is gorgeous. These are the best Cavill head sculpts by far.
Incredible, right?
Those are awesome. Okay.
Hey, yeah, I'm getting the Nightwing too. So then.
Oh, so you are. So these are the Mafex. All right. So let's just go through. So your Mafex. Okay. So, that's that part. I love it. Okay. Is that it for Mafex? Do you have other Mafex popping up later?
That's it for Mafex.
Wait, where's Steel?
Oh, in Steel. Sorry, totally forgot.
No, so Steel's on here. Okay.
Steel's. I totally forgot Steel. Steel.
I just didn't want you to, because you've been looking forward to Steel for so long.
Steel, Steel's on there too.
All right, so is this our Mezco section now?
Mezco, yeah.
Man, I might, if you don't want that goblin, I might end up buying them from you one day.
I mean, you can still get them, right? You can still.
Are they both? Yeah, I guess they both still. Yeah.
They're not. They're not exclusives.
Should I do it?
That Spider-Man's real good.
They look great. I just love that. Go back to the Green Goblin. Go back.
You do no, Santi. I'm with you. This is a package deal. That's why, that Batman and Two-Face. It's a package.
I mean,
I love that.
What's that one? He's throwing a chicken. This is an accessory of the Green Goblin. He's throwing a frog. Frog.
Ooh. Okay, so these two, I can't believe. I'm still proud of myself for passing, but I still might break on them. So
okay.
All right.
Those ones are really reasonable, especially for you, Chris.
So you have
the Gaslight Joker, right?
I have the Gaslight Joker. Yeah. This one pre-ordered 2 years ago.
Jeez.
So I was gonna say I don't remember seeing this
so long. Yeah, I am all in for this one, and it is a lot less than any of the other. It was $115.
Wow,
for both of them, with the wing pack?
No, this is an accessory that comes with it.
Yeah, comes with the wing glider.
I know why you haven't gotten it.
Because of this.
I can't afford to give you this for $115.
It is the wing pack. I hear is the rumor of why they haven't they can't get it right.
Really? Yeah. That makes
$115. No, this is $155.
Might be maybe 120, 120, something like that.
It is a very cool. This is so.
But like I said, it came out This was 2 years ago. This pre-order. That's why it's so low.
You know what though? Looking at these pictures, and even looking at the design. I'm not not an engineer, so I have no idea. But it looks like it shouldn't be that complicated. It doesn't. It looks complex, but it really is just on a pivot. It just
it's a rumor I heard.
Yeah,
I
believe
soft,
it though.
That's gonna be soft good glider.
Yeah.
That's gonna be that probably. That's
crumpling if it's the pleather or whatever. Yeah. Well, that's crazy that Gaslight Joker has been out for so long. And
that actually came out after this guy pre-ordered,
That's
and
nuts.
it shipped like it was like an exclusive that shipped like 2 days later after.
Oh yeah, that was last summer's Comic-Con, I think.
Yeah, it was like quick. It was quick. Oh,
Ooh,
sorry. Oh yeah.
No, it's okay. Wait,
yeah,
sorry,
let's go the crow.
This figure, man, I almost bought this a bunch of times too, but I don't have like it was the lack of like the the love of the character.
Chris, still kind of love this movie, or like a big Sting fan? What was the big drive?
I loved The Crow growing up. I loved it. Like I bought the soundtrack. I love that he was Bruce Lee's son, and that Bruce Lee's son, he like died filming this. There was a huge lore with that. I got fascinated and went down that road. And I just love this movie itself. I was like, he's a superhero, but this is rated R. Like, you know, like something about it was like really cool about just like I wasn't supposed to watch it.
What I was going to say, Chris, too, is this is an amazing set. That's what I remember almost being on the hook for this myself, not without the love of the Crow, like the same level of love. You know, like he's cool to me.
So I didn't put the other accessories, but it comes with the Crow flame, you know, in that movie. It comes with Eric Draven's gravestone. It comes with a guitar.
The accessory set is sick on that. It's just it's
cool.
Packaged in. It wasn't a set, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so that's
is this supposed to drop soon, or is this also kind of like
this was pre-ordered like a year and a half ago, something like that?
I'm not gonna lie, Chris. Like this is part of my like not or being able to stop myself or say no to toys that as much as I would want them is because of all these like the fact that they're keeping like Mezco is keeping us a year or plus or 2, you know, like it's insane. Like I don't really want to give Mezco more of my money when you have given them so much.
Bishop, he's supposed to drop this month.
Where's Bishop?
It just keeps going.
Where's Bishop?
August is halfway through. Bishop is not with anyone.
So dude, Doom at least is a recent pre-order, but this Bishop's been out like available for
a long time.
Still available for those that want it. Big bad.
He looks cool though, right?
He's so cool. Santi, awesome. This might be your first one, man.
This is the one I keep looking at, and the tipping point is the red tattered poncho.
I have the black tattered poncho from the Golden Dragon Gomez. It's the same one, just black. I love that shawl is so cool. That is so good. Just saying, it's a cool shawl.
Shawls are cool.
Yeah, it's a wired ascot. All right, so Dr. Doom. Oh, you got Constantine. God, this Constantine. Why is he taking so long?
He's taking a long time.
I finally watched Justice League. Was it Apocalypse War Dark or whatever it was?
Yeah. What did you think? Awesome, right?
Oh, it was dope. Yeah. It was really great.
It was fun.
I like that Batman was in it the whole time.
But it closes that universe, and that's what I really loved about it, right?
And Constantine was in it.
Yeah, and he played a big player.
Yeah, dude, this is I love Constantine. I might just have to get that McFarlane if I see it. I haven't seen that one, that Page Puncher.
With the giant hands, you know that's gonna be get dusty on your shelf. Don't even bother with that crap.
I know. Oh, look how nice that Constantine is. Awesome. All right, that's right. You got the Superman with the Starro.
I went deep.
Oh, the Starro, and then there's the Mezco Batman.
So you have two of these, the Batmans.
I think I'm going to cancel that one, but yeah, we'll see.
Which one?
This one.
See, this one I think looks better than the other one.
See, me too. So? I'm with Santi on this one. I think that this style of Batman, because he's basically like cosplaying a tough guy with like his like cargo pants and his like, you know, catcher's, like it's very piecemeal together. So I feel like Mezco captures that textured, like, you know, just, I don't know. I feel like it's a very fabric-y looking costume compared to like, you know, the bat nipples, for instance. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I went Mezco. But also I'm on the hook with Mezco. Not like you, man. We got to get them on. We got to get these people shipping you some stuff.
Something.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm really surprised.
Some nice videos unboxing it and like reels on these things, because once they all start coming in, then I'm gonna guess they all show up within like a month.
On the new camera.
Like all within the same like 6 weeks, you're gonna get like $1,000 worth of Mezco showing up at your door.
That's true. It's true.
Right,
that you have to sign up for.
So the Mezco. So wait. So the Batman. Did you cancel it from the website? You did cancel it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
No, I didn't.
See, I'm not gonna lie. The non-refundable deposit definitely. I'm
tough.
definitely too cheap to like eat that.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'd have to just. I'm just gonna have to deal with this, and then I'll just sell it or flip it or whatever.
Yeah, no, I get it. I've done it twice, and you'll see on my cancels.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so this is a beautiful figure. I mean, I can understand why you're getting him. He's awesome. That's an awesome figure.
He's cool.
I can't. So that's great. So you're still bringing him in right now.
All right. So is this your Legends phase?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy, here we go. So we're
Again,
three Spideys in, 3 Spideys in. Well, this pack, Dorkside, didn't you have Dorkside ship those out for people? And I ordered mine from that.
Oh, Dorkside shipped them out?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see people have them.
It's
Spider-Man 1974.
Yes, he has it, but he was saying that those figures are amazing. That Peter is he called it premium level quality, like premium figure. He said that it's that good. So I'm very excited.
But he also has a hookup that gets him those things early. So I wasn't
okay. Huh?
Like he pays a premium.
Okay. So he claimed Dorkside. Let's see. That's the one I'm very fired up for. I'm very excited about that.
Very excited for that too.
Yep. That's gonna be a good one. Good. I like the cell shading.
All right, cancel.
Oh, this is the cancel stuff. So
is this your canceled area?
Here's the cancel stuff.
It's very small.
So is this
the end?
This is it. No.
Who's the manufacturer of the Link?
Figma.
It is Figma. Okay. So you ended up. Is it just because of what was it?
Well, I have the Twilight Princess one. Basically, it's the same figure with a repaint. The one thing that I really hate about mine is that the Master Sword broke on me, and I have and so actually I just talked to Green Geek this morning, and he has a knockoff, and so he bought this one, I think, or a different one, and so he's gonna give me his knockoff Master Sword. So that works out. That works out.
That's great. I came over to look at the things real quick. Path said, they're up on Dorkside, the 2-pack, the Ned and Peter. And the Stealth Future Spidey suit are up there too. So that's awesome that Zach's going to help you out with that. That's great because that would make me so mad. That would make me so
really
mad.
It makes me so mad I can't even look at it. Yeah.
You canceled the Huntress. Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
You were pretty deep on Mofex already. I'm surprised you canceled the Huntress.
Yeah, I was just thinking about some of the Mofex that I have, and I'm like, you know what? Like, as much as I love this figure, I just know that I don't have the attachment that I do with the other ones, and that I wouldn't really know how to bring this figure to life like it should. So.
Yeah, so it's so hard because like I've had ideas, like for instance, this is just me, literally what we do already, right? I'm just rattling off ideas. I have thought about at one point I've thought about it multiple times, but like Dan's Toy Art, he shoots these long storylines. He does like toy photography comic books, and that's something that has absolutely interested me. And I just know that while my kids are still 3 and little, like they're hard to do that. But like, again, this isn't going anywhere. I'm doing this now forever. So
that's what I did with my iPhone in the beginning.
Yeah. Well, what I was thinking is like, man, it's going to be tough. Like it's like something like the Huntress would be super cool to have if you were actively like prepping to do like a whole storyline. Yeah. But since like none of us are that, like I said, I would like to, but I know that that's like a pipe dream. I'm so impressed by Dan's toy. Like Dan, when he does those, that Mutant Rising. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like, that was so impressive. Like to come up with the story and the storyboard and everything. So my point is, I'm with you. You don't need her because unless you were gearing up to shoot a Hush storyline, right? Is she part of that, falling in that Hush line, kind of, or?
Yeah, she's
not part of. She's from that stylistically, right? Wasn't she from that?
Line, I think so. But yeah, I mean, look at it. It's incredible. There's not a figure like this that's out there.
So then get her. I don't know, Chris.
No,
I don't know
no,
what to
no,
tell you.
Why did you cancel her?
No,
How dare you?
but
Regrets.
yeah, at the same time, like I have no affinity for it, right now.
Well, that's the word. That's what's been slipping my mind. Affinity. Like, I know that with all of us, the three of us in particular, we have lots of toys. Easy to say that. The three of us have lots of toys. So moving forward, I think the affinity is a big. I think that it should always be a big thing that we look towards, whether or not we buy another toy.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Hunter's is cool as hell. I would love to own her, but if I don't have the affinity, like I don't, so I don't need her in my basement.
If this was Chris like 3 years ago, and I would be all over it, right?
Yeah.
But like we've talked about, we're in a different kind of phase in our collecting right now.
It's so fun. I got to be honest. As frustrating as like, like sometimes like feeling inundated with toys at times and everything. But I love that we have been on this like ride together, where that we can have the ups and downs, and that when we feel and we have these conversations and these talks, and I don't know. That's what's so cool about this. That's what's
yeah. You
I
don't
like it so much.
Yeah, as like a person that didn't have any friends that actually did this, like collected, yeah, you kind of internalize it in a way where you're like, this is the way I think I'm supposed to feel. But now talking to all of you, I can validate my feelings. I can say that, this is totally normal to have this many pre-orders, right?
No, it is. Chris, I think my last count was
relatively normal to have all these pre-orders.
I mean, like
relative to the two other people on the stream, yes.
True. Relative to us, relative to the world that we live in, this niche world of collecting action figures and everything.
Yes.
But this is not, how do I want to put this? I want to take pressure and guilt off of all of us. This is the system that we're playing by their rules. Like the pre-orders, like there's nothing we can do about this. So because we've chosen this life for ourselves, like in terms of all the pre-order, like that's not our fault. I would much rather be able to budget accordingly and buy figures that when I have the money in my hands, instead of spending all this imaginary money and future money and not knowing when the hell they're going to show up. Like that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Like we
so
are
true.
this weird, that is a weird thing. Having these friendships, this
so
makes
true.
me feel bad, Like I was super excited to talk about the His Tech with you guys because that was a big thing. And I'm like, if they go, well, that was still kind of stupid. Maybe you're not doing this in a year. I'd be like, I can still cancel tonight, right? I can still cancel.
I mean, the funny part is you had talked about it, and then Sunti and I thought you canceled it, and we're all the whole time we're like, yeah, we get it, yeah, totally, it's a good cancel. It's a very good cancel.
But that's what. At the end of the day, that's where it comes down to. Us, at least with the three of us, we're all very supportive of each other, and I just want you guys to be happy. So if like Huntress canceling her brings you happiness right now, then get that B out of here. Like that she's done.
I will say this is my second time canceling her.
Is it?
She would be told the costume's really cool. I'm sure Mafik is, it's gonna be the definitive Huntress. I don't think there's another Huntress figure coming out in the next few years.
Definitely not.
The only storyline that I really enjoy of hers is from Justice League Unlimited, when she was teaming up with the Question.
Oh, nice. I think I have a vague recollection of that.
The Huntress?
Yes. If you're not familiar with it, go back. It's a solid time when Justice League was not focusing on the main heroes.
Yeah, I love those storylines. I love those storylines. Yeah. Especially the Booster Gold one is a really good one.
Yes, that was so good. That was such a good episode.
One of my favorite episodes.
The best one for me was the one where there's this parade and one of the military or whoever basically turns themselves into a Hulk and they have to fight all the non-powered heroes. That was the best.
That's a good one. He was like he looked like Doomsday.
Yeah, it was a permutation or the prequel to Red Hulk, basically.
I believe J.K. Simmons voiced him.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Fairly certain that was him. Fairly certain that was him.
Going back, I had a comment up from Eric. He said the lack of turtles on the pre-orders are disturbing. They're disappointing him.
The 5K I have those turtles.
That's right.
Samurai
and there's
turtles.
2 more coming at some point. It's
sometime, right? When are they gonna do that?
Yeah, it's Splinter supposed to. I bet as soon as Leo gets shipped, Splinter will go up and Donnie will go up.
Yeah.
So here we go, Chris. So you already told us that you have the original version of the comic Mafex Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, this one's colored differently.
And like tweaked, updated joints, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Oh, and one more comment about the turtles. NECA doesn't allow you to cancel, so your pre-order is already locked. We're good to go. There's no cancel button. I don't think there's a cancel button.
This is one I totally forgot. I have the Secret of the Ooze 4-pack.
Oh, you did get the 4-pack. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad one of us did. Or did you get it too?
I got the 4-pack and accessories. Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh, then you guys let me out to dry. Remember, I was on the fence, and you're like, you don't need them. Then you guys both got them.
We did?
I don't know if I said that. I think
I thought we said we got them.
It could have been a group chat. No, it's okay. I'm at peace. I'm at peace with the amount of Ninja Turtles I have.
They also revealed that so many with a backdrop, a little standy backdrop of the club that they end up in at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes with one?
That's right. Yeah. Blaine, right, showed that on
how big is this box going to be? Jeez.
The box is big, Chris. It's specifically Yeah. This insert is specifically like the guy Blaine from from NECA that works for NECA.
Yeah.
I watched him like discussing it and showing it off, and he was like, "Yeah, this is put in. It's a sturdier, thicker cardboard for toy photography. Like that was the intent." Mm-hmm. So that's putting cool. So that's awesome.
So are they going to make a Vanilla Ice too?
That's what I've heard that joke too.
I think Vanilla Ice. What's the kid's name?
Kino.
I keep wanting to say Rufio. I know that's not right. All right, back to your list. You canceled this one?
Yeah, I canceled this one.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it too. That was a never was for me. That was a never.
I didn't know this was a costume.
Yeah. Oh, I love Future Foundation.
No, I knew the other version of this one.
Oh yeah, this is like.
Is this the mirror version of?
Yeah, this is like the Negative Zone one, I guess maybe.
Oh, speaking of another Spider-Man Legends, I have. Oh, is he up here? Let's see. Oh, he's not up here. Okay, so go Legends.
Oh, this is Mark.
Bagman. I still kept my Bagman pre-order.
I have Bagman and Noir. I totally forgot those.
Okay, and thank you, Noir. I appreciate bringing up Noir again.
Yeah, but I guarantee you're gonna be able to get him.
Yeah, I bet you'll get him.
I really have like stopped stressing outside of the bat plane. That's why this was such an awful like experience for me.
I will also bet my Noir and Bagman will get canceled because I ordered through Target.
Yeah, I know.
I'll also bet on that one. People get it way before you get it mailed to your house.
True. In store.
Right. Today I canceled M'Baku. I saw it in store. Like I pre-ordered.
Oh, did you get him? That's a great figure. I have him ordered.
I saw him and I just saw all the plastic like robe thing. I was like, ugh. I put it back on the shelf and I canceled it in the store.
Oh,
that's fair. I
need some articulation on the guy.
Got it.
People have said that that's a much better release than his last one, but I don't know if it's from like a sculpting paint apps or articulation standpoint. But
Sculpt looks great. I just, my stance on articulation. I need to be able to pose this thing.
Yeah. I ordered him. I wasn't going to get that whole wave. I thought it was super cool that they were releasing that whole Black Panther, like all of those at Legacy. I thought that was awesome. I have Killmonger because I never had one. And then I didn't pre-order Black Panther, but I saw him in the store and I grabbed them because I have the Mezco, but this had the purple vibranium like inlay. And I was like, screw it. I'm going to get the purple inlay just in case I wanted. Like, I don't know. I shouldn't have, whatever. I just
wait. Can I just say that I just figured out. I just figured out that this little like thing right here on the camera. Sorry to derail this. adjust the f-stop. That's amazing.
Oh yeah. Well, you can, and then you can tap on the screen, and the circle.
Whoa, that's cool.
Will change any of the settings. You can assign.
Wait a sec. Chris, how old was your camera before that you didn't have the scroll button?
It was like 10 years, 11 years.
Okay.
So Chris, it's like something.
2007.
I expected we were at 6,000 followers.
Way more than 10 years.
15 by tomorrow.
2007.
Let's see the post tonight.
Old.
15,000. Let's go. Get that camera going, buddy. Can't wait.
Chris is gonna have atmosphere errors on all his shots, vignettes.
Vignettes.
By the way, Chris,
vignettes for days.
Yeah, vignettes for days. Chris, I totally understand why you canceled He-Man, Superman. It was neat, but
it was cool, but
unnecessary.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what. One that's also on the chopping block is the Speeding Bullets Batman.
Ooh, okay. So you canceled Mezco Conan?
I did, and I lost I think it was like $25. So.
Oh, wow. So this
really?
was the second one?
Because you want King Conan?
This is the second one. Mainly because what No Chewing was saying, King Conan's going to come out, and I really just want him.
All right. You know what's... I mean, this is... I have this guy. I'm on the waiting list for him.
Oh, so shoot. Sorry.
Yeah,
I should...
No, because then I could have, you know what I mean, canceled that for free and then taken yours. Well, we should have done the show earlier.
Yeah. Sorry.
No,
I probably should have just waited. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying, Chris. It's because I didn't want, like, you lost out on the deposit. Like next time, like, this is something for us as a group chat to remember. Like, if you're going to eat a like a non-refundable, just throw it out, because that's good for me to know too, to remember that. Because, again, it's this hobby. I sink back into solo stuff and solo. Like, I'm like, dealing with whatever. I forget. Well, you should have, Now we know. Next time you go to cancel Mezco, throw it out. See if anybody will take it.
Probably
especially now with Misty or me. One of us will say
anytime soon, but yeah.
All right, so that King Conan is definitely going to be awesome. I'm waitlisted for this, but I agree. I would rather have King Conan, but we'll see. Ultraman, I never went for him.
You canceled him?
I did.
You're so excited about this guy.
Yeah.
I was, but then I wasn't.
Okay.
Fair enough.
If you're not going to shoot him, that's how you have to think about it. If you're not going to shoot him, all right, and you got rid of trimming these guys down. How many Thundercats did you end up getting from Super 7?
1, 2, 3.
Okay. So that's a good, you have a version of them.
You lusted hard for these Thundercats, and then you got tired of them.
Yeah, I mean, this one was a little tough because the accessories are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yes. Thunder, I know.
The Thundercat anvil, the hammer, and that the sword. Oh, gosh.
That's cool.
I get it, though. The Super 7s, they're neat. I still want to get the Leo, I think. Get the Leo. That was it? Oh, man.
Short cancel list.
Whew. That's okay. Oh, man. Gentlemen, this has been a freaking blast. Thank you so much for everything. Like, I want to keep talking, by the way, but I just looked and we've been going for like 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Totally fine. But I mean, No Chewing, do you have any cancels that you would want to talk about?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, something.
I canceled M'Baku today. I canceled Obi-Wan, the blue scarf one, a couple days ago. I just didn't need it. I'm fairly picky on what I'm purchasing right now. Star Wars, I have to love it. So a lot of the figures I have on pre-order right now for Star Wars is on the chopping block. So like Heavy Mando, John Favreau heads.
Okay.
Those are
Darth Maul from Clone Wars Season 7. Cool costume. I already have a Darth Maul. I'm assuming this one's also going to come up short. So, actually, I have a list on my iPad. Hold on.
Yeah, do it up.
So, I'm still trying to figure out the 2-pack or 3-pack for Venoms.
Oh man, see, this is I didn't realize
the 2-pack. Hey, it's the 2-pack.
The 2-pack is the better one.
2-pack is the better one.
Because I don't need Riot.
You don't need You don't need the other one.
I don't think I need. No.
I haven't canceled.
No. You need.
I haven't canceled either of them yet because I want the Eddie Brock head, and I like that Venom bot.
I know. I like that.
They're two different Venoms to me. But am I a sucker if I get
that body on the 3-pack of Venom looks bad.
You don't? Oh, really? All right. So let me see if
I'm not a fan of that body.
On the 2-pack or the 3-pack?
On the 3-pack.
Oh, that's the animated series Venom.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
All right, here we go. Let's just bring up a stock image. Might as well take a look.
I like it. Yeah, that Eddie Brock head. Come on.
See, I cool. like this is the Eddie Brock that I picture with Venom. Because to me, that is like the Mafex version. That is in that style. It's in that McFarlane 90s Venom look, kind of, like, but where Eddie was like a beefy.
No, it looks
like bodybuilder.
Late 90s Venom.
And I don't have an Eddie Brock. Not that this is a full blown Eddie Brock head, but like, I don't have anything like that. It just sucks. Do I need all these Venoms? No, I don't. I don't know what to do. That's why I still have both of them ordered.
Pull up the other 2-pack.
The 2-pack.
Okay. So I do not need these. I don't need these 2 figures. So I honestly think I'm going to have to cancel that. Like, really? Like,
yeah, I think I do too.
Because look at how good he looks. This is beautiful. He's got the butterfly joint shoulders. That was the other reason. This is a really cool Venom. This is a really cool Venom.
That's a great picture right there.
But like, that's why they're doing it. They're giving us crap with him.
I mean, the girl looks good. I never read it.
I just don't know the characters.
That's why looks terrible.
That's why I'm being all right. So I shouldn't say crap because someone might like these. I like my Monster Venom figure of that style. Like that actual action figure itself. I just don't know these 2 symbiote characters.
Yeah.
So
and then let's look at this pack will be canceled.
I think so too. Damn it. But you know what? Maybe I could just find that. Was it Null? Is that his name? No.
All
right. Let's do this. Well, where am I looking? You want to just do the standard, the vanilla posing, or you want the
do the one where it comes with the wings and accessories.
Like one of these guys.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
See, that body is really cool.
This is my favorite. Like, this body is amazing. That's still my favorite Marvel Legend overall body. I'm not going to lie. That Venom movie figure, that's the easiest and most dynamic. It's easiest to stand up and the easiest to get, like, the gnarliest looking dynamic posing.
I think that's why I like it so much. I agree with you. I love that movie figure. But now we have the comic book Venom in that, like, paint,
Yeah, and that's why I'm going to just have to bite the bullet. Maybe I'll go on eBay and buy, like, a custom Eddie head that fits a Legend, get somebody to paint it.
Or at a toy show coming up.
Or at a toy, there you go. See,
maybe you'll be in luck finding, sculpt and new artists. You'll be fond of going forwards.
I have to say, Null is a character I'm not. I know about him. I've read the comics and whatnot. I'm not.
Hey, what's up, Green?
I don't. Hey, what's up, Green Geek? I don't have affinity for him, but he looks amazing.
He looks so cool, and if he is tied into the symbiote stuff, like, I do want to learn more about him. So he's the guy. He's like the king. I'm with you. Out of the 2 Venom packs, this is the one to get for me. I think the Eddie Brock head search will be my quest. I'll just do that.
And wings.
Yeah, we really don't need that
wings.
3-pack. What was that? $90? Is that another $90 3-pack?
Yeah, that's $90.
I think this is. Yeah, I think. I think it was 75, and this was 72.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
That was 75, really? Oh, that's not bad. Oh,
no, it's not bad at all.
Maybe keep both.
Well, you know what?
Or symbiotes I don't need.
I know. You know, at the end of the day, it comes back to like what makes you happy. Like if you start feeling overwhelmed that you have too many pre-orders out there, then cancel stuff. Like don't look back. That's the whole thing. Once I cancel something, I can't look back. It's over.
The don't look back part. Yeah.
You know, I'm looking at my list right now, and it's on my iPad. I probably only have about 25, 30 pre-orders of between like Legends, primarily Black Series.
Yeah, me too.
Some 5K, some MAFX. It's actually not that bad now that I'm looking at. I mean, the Star Wars ones are probably the ones on the chopping block, just because I don't shoot them enough. I have a pretty good collection of them already. They all seem like extra figures to have. Mm-hmm. Even the Luke that they released or announced a few weeks ago, I have a black suit Luke already. I probably don't need another one.
See, he was one that I was actually going to go for because I've been scooping up a lot of the Mandalorian related Star Wars stuff, and when I saw that, I was like, "Well, that is a Luke I would get that black," but I don't have one. So,
well, I pre-ordered it, but it, in a couple of weeks or end of this summer, these figures come out relatively soon. The next like 4 months,
right?
I may just like look at it, be like, "All right, that's too many. I'm just gonna make all my swipes."
Yeah. Right now, I honestly after going through. I'm happy that I have 0 pre-orders at Best Buy. I finally am out of they're done. Walmart's down to 2. I don't have anything at 5K right now. I don't have anything at 5K.
I'm out from Target.
Target, see, I still have a lot. I have GI Joes I ordered last October, like the Outback and the Bats and the Alley Vipers. Like
they still haven't come out.
You don't already have those?
No, the Outback. You know what I'm talking about? Like he looks like Old Man Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Well, like some people have him, but Target has not shipped them out.
The Bats you should have already.
Yeah, the Bats definitely.
Bats, nope, no Bats.
People have those, right?
Yep.
I have some. I have a couple that I haven't opened.
October.
You have them?
I have like one Bat and.
Where did you get them?
Yeah, one Viper. Like I got them 3 months ago
in store.
I have an Alley Viper. It's one of the Cobra Island Vipers. It's like a new one.
Oh,
it's a Cobra Island
I have
bat.
The first round
that went.
Oh, so it has. Okay.
But I ordered a first bat and that still hasn't shown. I don't know. It doesn't matter. My point is, Target is still killing me with GI Joe pre-orders.
The ones I'm most excited about are coming up. Nightwing. I ordered a bunch of a couple of plungers, one plunger strong, one plunger long. I'm excited about.
Those won't come out for a while though, right?
I think they're supposed to come out in January.
So I've backed 2 Kickstarters, and now I'm worried that like I was bamboozled, but they keep sending updates. But
yeah,
it's been like 2 years.
No, you're gonna...
112 Garage, you sucker.
No, not 112 Garage.
Again, that's why, hey, I will say 112 Garage, their existence drove me to get this Cobra Tis tank because instead of hypothetical, I could get a real 112 vehicle.
Yeah.
That's dope. That his tank is not a vehicle. That's like a base.
It is really exciting. I'm excited. I will tell you this. This is the other part of like thinking of the pre-orders and knowing I wasn't going to give you my full-blown list, although that we'll just have to do it again at the end of the summer. We'll have to we should do a recap and see where we are. Well, yeah, what the hell was I going with that? Shoot. Lots of pre-orders. I lost.
Hey, do you put?
It's getting late. That's what happens at late.
Do you put this thing on? Your camera?
I have mine on. Yes, I do.
Nerd.
I'm not.
So he does not.
Clumsy hands. I could absolutely drop that. That goes around my neck.
Does it really?
I only say that because the strap in the past, and it's my own doing. I've almost dropped it because the strap got hooked on something else.
Gotcha.
And my hand went one way, and it was hooked, and it went the other way. I was like, no more. I'm just gonna trust that I'm not gonna drop it.
See, mine lives on a tripod, essentially. Like, it's not now, but generally lives on a tripod, or it's around my neck because I'm, having a barbecue and taking pictures.
Silicone case. I did buy
no, I just. Do you mean to add it over, like something to put over it? You can.
For grip.
It's not a bad idea.
Chris, you're gonna skin yours, aren't you? It's gonna be a spider camera.
I was looking at You know me well. I was looking at Spider-Man. Spider-Man ones.
It's not bad. It's a good idea. It's a good idea.
Called it.
Oh, Rabbit's dead. Nerds. It's too funny. Oh man, guys, this has been so good. But I was gonna tell you the thing about the pre-orders. So many of mine are tied up in Mythic and Cosmic Legions. That's what I noticed.
I haven't ordered. I haven't.
That's what I noticed. And then when I did that, this was the other aspect of that I wanted to share with you. I'm out of the Ultron Build-A-Figure wave, and then the one they just announced, the Legends, the MCU Disney. Like with the Conchnu Build-A-Figure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes, I have those too.
Those Disney Plus lines are literally, those are absolutely waves I would have bought. I've been excited for those. I'm not doing it. So I canceled. I'm out of, outside of Moon Knight and Mr. Knight. I'm not building Ultron. And as awesome as that Conchnu is, I'm not getting any of them.
I will get that.
I'm going to wait. So here's the thing. I'm waiting. I'm going to try to get it on clearance, or I'm going to try to get it on sale, because
I think that's smart. I think
many times.
I think you can. Smart. I think you can do that with Legends now, with the exception of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
you can really do that with Legends.
like Howard the Duck. Like, I'm not trying.
Except for the 50 Spider-Man coming up.
Because Spider-Man. I mean, let's face it.
One in the box, one out of the box.
We were all there trying to refresh the website for that Walmart animated one. We all know.
Yep. That brought me a lot of joy being able to snag that one.
Especially when later that day at Comic-Con, or the next day, they were like, we don't know if there's gonna be more. That might be it. I was like, wow.
Wait, they said that?
Not play around.
Wait, of which thing?
On the comic.
Really?
Animated series Spider-Man,
okay.
Yeah. Because the next morning, you got the 3-pack for the Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. It's the same buck.
Right.
I'm just really
so shame. It's the same thing.
I'm just really worried that. So I ordered a long time ago from Walmart the Kenner OG Ecto 1, right? They came up with that.
Yeah.
They said they shipped it. It said it delivered. I looked, nothing was delivered. So it said wait 2 days before you can submit a query. So I waited 2 days. I submitted it, and they said, okay, we'll just give you a refund. I'm like, oh man, there was no Ecto 1, was there? Like, you stink.
There was no spoon.
At least you got your money back. But that's
at least I have money back.
That sucks. Though.
Well, but that's what's nice about us all being in a better place, and that's why I brought up like that new Conchnu wave. That would normally be a slam dunk, and it's nice that I don't feel compelled. Like, that's the whole thing. Will I get some of them? Sure. Could I possibly build Conchnu? Like, hopefully, I do want it, but I'm not pre-ordering a full wave. I'm not spending full retail for what they're giving us.
Yeah.
When there are, not to go down negative, but we know that they are giving us less for more money. They are asking more money from us, like Howard the Duck. I know that's a big thing.
Howard Duck looks kind of good.
Right. No leg articulation. I'm not trying to be a whole thing. But they're taking, so I feel comfortable and actually excited to be like, I did not buy one of those figures. I'm excited.
I already made peace that I'm not going to buy full waves, except for like maybe one full wave a year of like the 120 figures that come out. I always pick and choose my favorites.
Yeah.
The ones that I picked up from that wave is the Old Man Loki, which I thought was really cool. Zombie Witch also thought was really cool. And I don't have too many Scarlet Witches.
I want the Iron Man. I want that wave. Santi, I want the whole wave.
And I bought Jimmy Woo because I'm gonna be very frank. Every Asian action figure from the MCU that I see come out, I'm buying it.
Good,
I'm with
yeah.
you. I'm with you.
I'm getting my Ned. I didn't buy Wong. I'm a hypocrite.
Hey, just a reminder that representation matters very much so. Like very much so. It is a big thing. Yeah. It's a big deal. So yeah, no, I want that. Oh God, I want the Jimmy Woo. I want that wave. I want
Jimmy
the wave.
Woo.
I'm trying.
Those are the cards.
Damn it, Santi! I'm at a good place where I'm just happy.
What is
not
the allure
ordering
for Hasbro figures? The allure for me is that it fits a lot of my needs, my requirements for a figure that I'm interested in. It has to be a character I like. They have the IP I like, clearly. Articulation, accessories, and accuracy. It has to be somewhat there.
Right.
They check my boxes because, like I have Spider-Man right here. I can bend him around. I can pose him. He does a lot of cool stuff. I'm not afraid I'm going to break him. I'm not afraid his arm's going to snap off any moment.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
he arrived reasonably on time.
and for me, I started collecting Marvel Legends. Like that was what I had when I started to collect figures, right? So there's a nostalgia for figures for me, and Spider-Man is one of them, and they have every single Spider-Man suit imaginable.
Yeah,
because none of the premium figures do that.
Right.
There's no other place that does the Spider-Man collection for me.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So.
And that's what Clintastic saying. The variety of characters.
My childhoods.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, knowing Eric, like I know that he has gotten into. So we know that he's been like the NECA Turtle guy, wrestling figures. He's gotten into the figure arts for Avengers, so he loves them, and that's why like
figure arts are great. Of course,
figure arts are fantastic. Like, but not. Like they're great.
I have a
Hasbro fills the need without the premium price point, even as they try to
and they've gotten a lot better with their sculpts and paint jobs and whatnot. Other figures, if it's variable, right, with other figures that come out too. But figure arts are great too. I love figure arts. I have a lot of figure arts. They do a lot of variety of Spider-Man suits as well, which I have pretty much all of them. But they don't do the depth of what Hasbro does in terms of
lastly,
deep cuts.
The thing that we never really talk about, even though prices are on the rise, they're affordable. They really are.
They are. Right. They are.
Like Toby Spider-Man SH figure arts, like $100.
I totally forgot. I have that. And and then the 3-pack of the Marvel Legends.
You did this you did the 3-pack one too.
Did you guys do a 3-pack?
I did. I that's where I have so many Spider-Mans like still out there. Canceled 2 of them, still have so many. But it's Spider-Man, and
I'm gonna get all 3 of them for $90. That's less than the Toby. Again, I guess I'm still very much there. I'm like, all right, I'm paying around $30 a figure. That's why I buy a lot of NECA stuff too. Once it gets a little higher, I start to pause a lot more.
Well, that's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna throw out going back to that 3-pack because really, like, that's where I keep. It's a perfect question from Eric. Just like what is the allure, and the allure is perfect. Like I pre-ordered that Toby because I saw that head and I said, "Oh my God, that's Youth Pastor Tobey Maguire," and I want that in my life, and that's why I added it. But will I keep it? Probably not in the long run. I think I'm going to end up canceling it and just
don't talk like that. Yes, you will. Because
can I just make a comment on
3 figures for $90 instead of it's $90. You're looking at $90 compared to $180. So, and I have to. I don't know. I like it. I mean,
it's just a number.
It's just different stuff.
It's just money.
It's just points. It's just credit card points.
It's just points.
We're in the machine anyways. Money doesn't matter.
It doesn't, guys. Come on.
But I will say, the thing about the Toby head sculpt that I think is probably the reason why I didn't buy it. I thought it looked great. I think it looks really detailed for a toy. I kind of want to frown in Tobey Maguire, especially in No Way Home. He was happy.
Yeah.
He was at peace with who he was and the life he led. He wasn't grimacing or anything like that because he was older. He's dealt with stuff. In fact, he's even happier now that he was able to finally save Norman.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't need the kind of frowning, brooding Toby.
Yeah, you know what? You just looked way too deep into this.
Oh, now we got too far into
this. It just looks dope.
It does look good, man.
You want that fifth category? I know. Does it look dope?
Does it look?
Give it all the points. Just buy it.
I'm just joking.
I mean, I'm not
joking.
canceling.
Yeah,
soon.
Chris just bought the hunches again.
This is why probably No Chewing is so thoughtful about like everything. So that's why, first of all, I jumped on his bandwagon when he started to get the camera because I knew he was going to do all the research and come up with the more affordable and the best bang for your buck in terms of your camera. And then also he has all of his like pre-orders written down like somewhere in this like list, right? Whereas I'm just like, oh yeah, I have one here. I have one here. I have one here.
I will say I was pleasantly surprised it wasn't as many as I thought. I will say that. I thought I had far more out there. I do have to figure out what the heck I'm doing with my mythic and my cosmic stuff because that is the bulk of my.
I thought your idea was just to really flip them. See, wow, that's just amazing.
This is just of this year.
Of what you bought?
It was
pre-ordered or canceled.
Okay, so it's a running list.
And then some loose notes at the bottom.
But what about what you bought?
Like butterbeer is apparently just cream soda and screwball vodka. Just putting that out there.
It is?
I saw a recipe on TikTok.
No, well, that's not what they sell at Universal.
They should. They should.
No, at Universal it's just like it's like cream soda or whatever. It's delicious.
By the way, Clintastic said you can easily Photoshop a smile like with the face app. Use one of those right on the toy.
There you go.
Make the toy smile.
Yes, that's right. That's right. You can use Photoshop to make a smile. You can also Photoshop that picture instead of buying the toy. And that's how we transform into digital artists, no longer photographers.
Right. Yeah.
Which isn't a bad idea.
I want to see the Andrew Garfield figure arts, and then that'll help seal my decision because I have a Tom Holland's Endgame Spidey, and that would be fine. Like it's a Tom Holland nice figure arts head sculpt. So we'll have to see. Andrew's gonna make or break it because then I really just need to buy 2 figure arts.
So
and then I showed off the Tom Holland's head sculpts. So I wonder if Mezco's gonna come out with Toby and Andrew.
That's a possibility. I do know that they have Mezco owns a Tom Holland head sculpt because it was in the Spider Monkey or what was it? The Night Monkey? What was his super?
Yeah, Night Monkey.
Night Monkey. So that stealth suit has
right now.
Yeah, the stealth suit Mezco has a Tom Holland like beat up head.
So this is a Mofex.
So they have had
This is Mofex Andrew, and it comes with his head. It's great. This was a deluxe pack, so it came with like a fireman's hat and like skateboard and stuff like that. It was really cool fig.
So you don't have to buy the next.
I don't. So I will not be getting an Andrew.
Okay. Well, hey, you have a
good one.
What
if he gives you the brood and like I've beaten muggers in an alleyway with my full force? Look on his face.
No, they'll probably just give us a smile face.
Right.
Could you imagine if they flip it? Like, Andrew's happy, Toby, you're a Bruin bad boy type.
Something. It wouldn't be the first time that a toy company has surprised me. Like, think about the Hush Batman. Like, the Bruce Wayne head I have, he's smiling, but then the Superman is like angry, pissed off. Like, no,
he's controlled by Poison Ivy.
Well, I know they could have. I'm just saying. I remember a common complaint was that they didn't give Superman like a smiling Superman head, but then they gave Batman this smiling Bruce.
Stop commenting on the Snyderverse. It's taking its lumps. It's on its way out.
The Batman smile, the Bruce Wayne smile, that was weird. Yeah.
I bought that version, I think.
I have that hush, but I do have that. I have it.
Oh, maybe I bought the gargoyle thing.
That figure is awesome.
It is. I know. He's never going to go anywhere. He's never leaving me. He was my first, my first owned in-hand premium figure. I remember it well. Set me down into all of this.
Yeah.
What was the first Mezco that sent you down this path?
First Mezco was Moon Knight.
That I want to say Moon Knight was like my second, but yeah. Did that send you down the path?
Oh man, when I opened him up, because like it was a character that I'm like, all right, I like him, but you know, I've said it was like between him, Two-Face, and Thor or Hulk Ragnarok, and I was like, Hulk Ragnarok's too expensive, and I want to get a good guy instead of a bad guy for my first Mezco.
Yeah.
So I went
I almost bought Magneto, white suit Magneto. I saw it on sale for $60 at a comic shop.
That's a great price.
If you can get a Mezco for 80 or less, I say typically get them if you're interested in them, because if you like the look, like Simon, Misty Owl, bought that Mr. Captain Marvel. And it was so funny in our group chat the other day. He's like, hey, this is still under, it's $60 on Amazon. I'm like, dude, I've looked at that how many times? I just don't I have Miss Marvel, so I haven't, but I'm like, yeah, you're scooping up every single Mezco. Like, just get them all, because once you get that first one, that's like why I have Jon Stewart, because I was like, Big Bad, I can get it for $80. Eventually, he'll be sold out, and then he'll be 120 or 50.
Yeah,
and then he was. So
yeah.
So he got Miss Marvel, he got Captain Marvel, but that's what it is. That's what it will send you into that path immediately. Because
do we still have people in the chat at this moment? I just looked at the clock. We're at 2 hours and 40 minutes. Has anyone stayed on board?
We have 6.
I don't know how many live viewers we have, but we have 5 logged in buddies that are still able to chat. I have that. So no, I do appreciate all you guys for sticking around. This has just been again, a super long episode of Toy Talk, Toy Daddies, talking toys. Yimbo buys everything with the toys and all the stuff. But this has been awesome. I told you, I was looking forward to it all day. We covered a ton of topics. God, we had the retro stuff into photography, into your cameras, into canceled pre-orders. I don't know. I hope everybody in the chat is filled. Yeah, Marco's still here, my man. Hopefully you guys have appreciated hearing this stuff, hearing us talk through our, pre-orders and cancellations. And that's what we want. We're here to help. And you see it. It's a journey of up and downs, this toy journey we're on.
Well, this has been awesome. Obviously, we always talk about it. We have a good natural flow. I really love, I just love talking to you guys, and I could go for another 2 hours if I wanted, but we won't. I can't wait for our next show to talk about this camera.
Yeah, we're gonna
Midnight Stars.
Yeah, Midnight Stars in the house.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
So I'm totally with you. We should all start brainstorming tonight, in our chat, and just figure out how we want to go about it. Ooh, good pickup. I haven't
put the decals on, but I got them, buddy.
I know. Midnight emailed them to me too. I have to get them.
Do the decals go to the Fortnite arcades? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you just put them on top, and I'm gonna do a Ninja Turtles one and a Power Rangers one.
I'm totally DMing them for those.
I was gonna do Turtles and maybe Mortal Kombat. I don't know. But Dave, thank you so much. I haven't done it.
X-Men too.
Oh, the X-Men game. Oh, I need the X-Men game. I only have 2, unless I find another one of those arcades. But I have 2 of those.
No, I'm just gonna buy 2 more. Just buy 2 more.
I might have to. Yeah. But yeah, so everyone. So again, hopefully, hearing us talk about what goes into, because it is a lonely hobby. Because it is an isolating hobby. You're just there with your phone. You're looking at what's coming out and you're just ordering stuff, and then it comes into your house. So that's why this is so nice, because we do get to talk, and we're all dealing with the same type of stuff. And we're just here to make you feel good about whatever your decision is. Keep the thing or don't. Just be happy. Look for that happiness, because that's the hard part in these trying times. You know?
Yeah,
definitely.
I didn't open the toys I was gonna open. We were
I
just
know.
too busy talking. But
Look at this.
to
I bought a
highlight the
Predator.
long game,
I know. Oh, nice.
I got
nice.
Lord Draken finally. I didn't have to pay like $35. And
Wait,
just waited.
you didn't have the White Ranger?
Oh, this is a metallic one.
Oh,
I
metallic.
broke my
nice.
White Ranger. The head neck snapped off into the helmet, and so he's okay. He has a little tack and stick in the helmet, but I wanted a replacement. It's a metallic one.
That's awesome.
Chris, you guys know how much I like slightly translucent figures.
I know. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, but it looks pretty cool with the shiny shield, the gold.
Yeah, no, it's really cool. And then classic white Draken.
Yeah,
nice.
He's a cool figure.
I also do not need to. I don't feel compelled to open this right now, but this was what I was going to crack open.
Did you watch Prey?
Of course, that's why I now own a Predator figure because I jumped on the hype train. I
watch Eat, Pray, Love all the time, guys.
So my wife was super into it. We watched we watched Prey, and then we went shopping the next day, and like literally Walmart, Target, no Predators. And like after 2 years of toy hunting, that's all I used to see on the pegs. And I'm like, come on, like now I'm. But at my local one, this is the Battle Damaged City Hunter.
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go on Amazon and search Alpha Predator NECA.
Is it the better one? Because maybe I'll return this, but I thought this was cool because
no, that one's cool. That one's like
severed hands.
That's dope.
So like that adds more to photos. Like I could have somebody chopping it off or whatever.
That's a great Predator to have in your collection. But check out that Alpha Predator.
Okay,
that one is cool.
Yeah, this is neat. I mean, yeah, so Alpha Predator. All right, I'm on it. Alpha Predator. Yeah, I'm happy I have one. All those toy hunting trips, I was like, no. Now I'm like, yeah, Predator's awesome.
Predator is awesome. I want the figure from the Prey movie though.
Yes, yeah. I liked his style. I liked that it was definitely like also from 300 years. Like that so their cool. Technology was 300 years.
Yeah,
It was so great. Isn't the Alpha Predator the 100th release? It's huge.
It's huge, and it's something. It was like it was some special release. I don't know what it was, but it's amazing. It's really it's a fun fig, and there's like a lore to it. Toy Addict was talking about it. Like he was like the first predator to kill one of these things that was in charge of the predators, and now he started off all the whole predator culture of hunting things. I don't know, something like that.
Is he like big? He's massive?
I don't think he's massive. I just think he's a.
Oh, just like from a suit standpoint. Oh my goodness!
Doesn't he look beautiful?
Wait, is this the one you're talking about?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, like the white body. Yep. Oh,
that's it. The white body. Yeah.
With the bone claw like gauntlet. Yeah, that's neat.
Yeah. And that's like, I guess, one of the first things he's killed. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I on the fence on that one.
Well, this was just because I was in the store and it was
that's a great one that I was because that's like OG Predator. That's the Predator you want.
I also liked the they had the Ultimate Jungle one.
I have
the first movie.
I have the Ultimate Jungle one.
Okay. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Battle Damaged City Hunter. So
yeah.
I kind of like the damage. I really do. Like, just because I don't know the lore as well. I just watch the movies. I like the severed arm. I like the forearm.
I love the mask. The head sculpt is great.
Yeah, there we go. But I like how right here. There it is. Oops. They even shot it without the arm. I think it's so neat. Woo. All right, boys. Well, are you shooting tonight? Are you going to just play around, or what are you doing?
I'll play around, but
I still have to. Well, before tax-free weekend in Mass ends, I have to figure out if I'm ordering my the 20mm macro lens off of Amazon and waiting like a month. They're in the back order. I'll get 5% off, or I pay a little bit more on Canon. They'll charge me for shipping. I don't get it. It's ultimately like $30-$40 difference. I'm trying to figure out if I can just wait 3 weeks.
Not that I'm trying to spend another like 40.
You can wait. or get the adapter.
You have the kit lens. I would say dive in immediately because you have the kit lens and just say screw it and just start playing. And like,
I also have to take 2 shots, I'm guessing, for or at least one for Shutter Slam this week because I haven't done it yet.
Do that. Shutter Slam.
I got like
final 4 rounds
an hour
starts tomorrow.
to submit it.
Final 4 rounds starts tomorrow.
I was gonna make a joke the other day in the group chat saying I'm just finding out who is gonna win the belt, so I know who I'm taking it off of next year, their next tournament. But I decided to not add to any of the smack talking, considering I did get knocked out. I have no real floor to stand on.
It's all right.
Right now, it's all Snapdragons against each other. So
yes.
Either way, I get a 1/12 belt, so I'm happy.
Nice.
Everyone's getting the 1/12 belt.
I think 88 was joking. So if I win, I'm never entering another one. I'm going on top. Or maybe Pound said it. Someone said it. I was like, oh, that's a good strategy.
Good strategy. The belts weren't that much, so.
No, actually, that's so cool.
They kind of were, but it's all right.
Well, I've said it all along. I really appreciate that you guys put all that effort in for Shutter Slam, and I do hope it's something that you're able to keep going because it's been a lot of fun. And I think even like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was definitely like some growing pains in terms of just trying to figure out different ways of posting, and then also like rules and everyone, just making sure that we did it so that it was fair, right?
Yeah.
But, I mean, being fair on IG is kind of hard.
It's impossible, Chris. The platform is not set up for what we want to do. Like for this tournament, it's not set up well. I think there's one group. It's like first. No, I don't know. There is some sort of battle account that puts to it. Like Eric's been in it a couple times. Autumn Night. Maybe he could tell us. But they do all the voting through their story. But then, like, the Reels was a really good idea because that's what's being pushed out. Like,
Reels.
I mean, like, you did everything you could. It's not. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I know. I think the adjustment we made for this round is now. Josh did a great job for this round that we're doing. It's like a 5-second still of the photo so that you can see it clearly. Mm-hmm. Then the letter comes on for a second, like A. And then the next photo, 5 seconds. The letter comes on at B, then vote.
Nice.
So it's kind of simple. So we'll see how that goes.
Mine's gonna be of a very articulated white puppy in a snowstorm.
So
just crank up that noise.
You just stole my joke.
I know we're all very parallel
so
thinkers.
Is the finale scheduled for next week?
What did you say?
Something? Sorry.
Is the final scheduled for next week, or is there going to be some time off?
Finals will be scheduled for next week. Yeah, we'll give whatever we find, and then because we'll get the photo, and then we have a judges panel.
Nice. Oh, that's good. That's a good idea. Yeah. So this was the last thing I was going to tell you guys. What I found indispensable with this camera. You can use your phone to do the wireless. You can shoot. You can control your phone, your camera from your app.
Oh, no way. That's
so
amazing.
It shows you what you're seeing. You can tap and autofocus. You can click and drag, and it will expand the focal area that you want. So that's if you're using autofocus. If obviously you can use manual focus, but you can control it from the app. But what I found to speed it up even more, I bought the remote control. It's a Bluetooth clicker. It's one button, and I just use that for all of my shots. So I was using the app for like months, but remember I told you there's still that little bit of like waiting period and delay with like connecting to the camera with the Wi-Fi. So I have a Bluetooth Canon. Just so you know, that's my last little like.
So I'm gonna do that.
Tip
because I have one that you had to plug into the camera.
No, this is like because the Wi-Fi is cool. The Wi-Fi is great.
I love the
clicker remote is nice.
Yeah, I mean I use that on my old one.
And I'm gonna paint the picture for you, right? So you've just put your kids down. You're ready to go to your toy diorama area of your choice, right? You're hoping you have your lights charged. You're hoping you have like some juice left in your batteries. You only have however much time before you get too sleepy to do any of this stuff. Trust me, I know. Get down to so you get to your spot. Having to do the Canon Connect, and then if it drops, then you have to reconnect to the Wi-Fi, only to get to the viewfinder, eats up like what could be 5 minutes of very important time. When otherwise that remote is just there. So it's not like it's game-changing, life-changing. It's like 30 or 40 bucks that you're going to spend. It's going to shave off minutes. But that's what I noticed. I noticed those minutes accumulated enough for me to say, screw this. I need that $40 remote. So
battery life for that battery, I hear it's okay.
Another fun tip. On Amazon, there's a battery charger 2-pack that comes with 2 chargers, and so now I have 3 batteries that I just
does that work?
So how many shots do you think you can take before you have to switch it?
Battery wise? I never kill it in a session. Like I usually get 2 or 3 nights of shooting stuff. Like I'm also not shooting. I don't do the continuous shooting because I have like 10 gigs left of space on my iPhone, and I like desperately need to
Yimbo,
clean out my stuff.
Find the cloud, dude. Cloud. You have kids.
It's the transferring. I have all of. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like delete them once they're. Oh, that's true.
Automatically store them in the cloud.
I do. I have Amazon Photo. I have all of my photos saved on the Prime.
Oh, okay. But you have an iPhone.
But then I don't delete anything. I should delete.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Well, with Apple Cloud, it automatically makes those cuts and puts it on the cloud, full version, as I need space. So I never run into that of memory problem.
I have 2. So I have the family plan, and that's the other again. How many of these corporations are bleeding us with these subscriptions, right? Like I have like a family plan. I get 200 gigs, which doesn't do anything. I can't put anything on 200 gigs. So I need like the next level up, and I haven't wanted to pay like whatever it is, 30 or.
At least the version I'm on with my wife, it's $10 a month for like 2 terabytes or something like that.
What?
Yeah, I think that's what I have.
How the hell did you pull that off?
It's the standard pricing. So if you're really a VIP, you'll just go and
I have
2 terabytes. Really? 2 terabytes.
I have 200 gigs of space. It's not like I don't have space. I have 200 gigs of it.
I have 200 gigs too.
But that's what I pay for. I pay with Apple Music. My wife and I share Apple Music. Here's my subscriptions. Here we go. Because now I'm curious. I'm on an Apple One family plan. It's $20 a month. And
you're right.
You have other stuff, don't you?
No, you're right. $10 a month.
Because I have Apple Music, so then they package into the other. So I only get 200 gigs, but to get the next terabyte or whatever of storage, I need to up it to the $30 a month plan, which
that's too much.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
Messed up. That pricing's messed up because
I'm just gonna do the $10 a month.
Yeah.
Is it because you don't have Apple Music? Is it because I have Apple
No,
Music?
I don't have it.
I use Spotify.
Do you have Spotify?
Yeah. Spotify for life.
Yeah.
Plus I've been part of I've had a membership or whatever for like 13 years. I'm not gonna relearn something else.
I had the membership when we couldn't even get the membership. You had to like pretend that you were like in England or something like that to get onto Spotify.
Man. Yeah, I don't even know what plan you guys are on, to be perfectly honest. Because an individual plan, I guess that's out because it's Apple One. I forgot that's how they call it now.
Yeah, it's Apple One. Let me click on it. Pricing.
Yeah, I can't tell you how excited I am for this thing. You're right. When you said 15,
cameras that did not have a aperture scroll.
No, it didn't.
That's nuts.
So,
but not nuts. I mean, like,
that sounds like you were using like a power shot Canon.
No, it wasn't one of those. It was a DSLR camera.
You got it from a teenage girl that was leaving college one day.
Here, let me bring it down. Maybe I had it, and I just never used it.
It's gonna be a button you never used. It's gonna be right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it down.
Scroll.
I'm gonna bring it down.
Oh my god, too funny.
But yeah, I pay $10. I split with my wife. It's 2 terabytes. We're not gonna fill up 2 terabytes.
And that's okay. So that's what I was just looking at. Is looking at the storage. $10 for 2 terabytes is great, and that's where I get those
news and
so.
music. And then
I guess if I look at
split Spotify. We do a duo package. It's like $12.
Okay, so maybe I should just up it because I'm not paying for those other play because I decided to just let Apple rule this area of my life.
Yeah,
I should just say screw it and let them pay $30. All right.
Okay, I'm an idiot. I have it right here.
Chris, spend more time with your camera.
That's what I'm so excited for both of you guys. Like,
so you know,
this is
so stupid. So stupid. Never mind.
It's all good.
All good.
It's all good.
It's like he wasn't using a DSLR. He was using the $100
Canon.
My
wife.
Sony Cybershot.
Like my wife's
I had one of those.
Yeah.
That was my wife's first camera. That power shot. That
Yeah.
was blue.
Yep. We're all
Polaroid Express.
So you guys, when you developed your pictures, like, did you have like a total black room or those chemicals are really expensive?
Can you imagine if that's also what we had to do for this hobby? Jesus. Could you imagine?
So when you were painting on the cave wall, did you use blood or mud? What are we looking at?
It's like talking about
this in the
talking about eating 5 minutes with the Wi-Fi and everything, trying to develop those pictures really took a lot of time too.
It's too good.
I still don't understand how that works. Going from the negative to actually develop.
Oh, I did that. I did that in high school. I took a photography course. It's pretty cool. How did we do it? How did that work? Somehow you got it exposed on the paper, and then you had all these. You just had the chemical that you put it in, and then you exposed it, kind of like those Polaroid films.
Yeah.
So you just waited until it got exposed, and then you put it. Then you dipped it in water. But I'm trying to figure out how we got the negative to the paper.
You had to wait an hour to realize it was blurry because your hand moved when you took the picture.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the cool thing about the upgraded lens. I'm actually, I'm just gonna pull the trigger and just order it before it hits midnight. But
what's the upgraded lens?
It's the 28 millimeter macro.
Yeah.
And it has a built-in image stabilizer.
Oh, that's cool.
Where this one does not have an image stabilizer in the body or in the lens. So hopefully I can,
Was that?
I'm still not using a full tripod. Half the time I'm just like it's on the floor. Sometimes propped up by like a pencil.
Hey, using the tripods are a pain because as much as I love them, sometimes they are the deterrent. It's enough of like a pain in the ass where I'm like, I'm not going to shoot tonight.
Yeah,
like it can be. It can.
Chris, did you buy the tripods?
I didn't. I already have one. I have like several different ones, several small ones, and I have a big one.
So many have like these little ones. I have medium size, and then I got my big.
So I don't need the other ones. I am trying to find a smaller one, but typically what I do is because of where my diorama is located. What I do is put this like propped up with my phone, like right here, so it's in an angle, and I'm fine. Sometimes I'll
use the lens cap.
Yeah. So that sometimes I'll put on some ticky tack or tape, so I can keep the camera stable.
There you go. That's why I do like these little for something like you're talking about, Chris. These little bendy ones are great because they are easy to like just screw in
that's
there, and
good idea.
And then you can kind of like get different tilts to it. When you're set up.
I like that. Yeah.
Samurai Chris, we glad you caught you, man. We've been going for 3 hours. We're on hour 3 of the 24-hour live stream Toy Daddies.
It's a fundraiser. We should just do a fundraiser near the holidays for Toys for Tots. We'll just keep going. We'll do some giveaways.
Great.
We'll bring in guests to make it through the 24 hours.
We could do it. That would be that would be awesome. Again, if I could get paid to just do this for a living, I have so many ideas, and I would love it all the time. I would be on the internet live all the time.
I would do
if I could get paid to do this.
I would 100% do that and do what I do now.
You're paying yourself with experience.
Trust me, that's why we haven't had the mornings with Yimbo this week. Because like the last couple of weeks, it's the mornings that I'm gonna do it, I'm like, then I can just sit on the couch and have coffee and watch my kids play. I do that.
Yeah, true.
Fair enough.
I'm telling you, you just have to do 15 minutes, go live and drink your coffee, talk about whatever silly news or toy reveal that happened that morning, and then 10 minutes later, bye.
That's I know. I do want to try to maximize this 2-week period I have of before work kicks in again, before I go back to school in September. I want to be able to just crush through as much of these reviews or even. Again, I appreciate the fact that you showed up to one of my mornings with Yimbo and just that you guys, if you get a kick out of it, that's the only reason I would do it. Does it distract you while you're working? Yeah. Then I'll do it.
I thought that was funny. I'm like, is this a live notification?
Well, I do have my plan. I do want to do the Felix toy again. The box is still here. Chris, you got yours, right? You ever shoot your ink blot?
I did, yeah. Okay.
I
have a picture in my draft that I will probably do this week.
Nice, yeah. Because we should definitely, if you shoot him again with your new fancy camera, we should collab on it because I want to shoot him more too. He's so nice.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with him.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah, literally, we've been covering we went from an episode of Yimbo Buys Everything where I was going over retro toys. Then we went into our toy daddies of canceling and talking about our mental health of collecting, and then into photography and our boys, No Chewing and Toy Father. They got themselves new cameras, so they joined the Canon M50 Mark II club. That Rabbit's Den and Realm of Toys, and now me and Tuscan and yeah. So that's it, Chris. Yeah, same with Chris. That's what we've been doing. 3 hours.
Santi, thank you for doing all the research on this camera. I'm really excited for it.
I hope I made the right choice, and I hope I don't end up returning it within the next 30 days.
What? Why?
I'm very much that guy that's just I don't know if I like it. So I'm going to hyper-evaluate it for 30 days. You're going to hear me talk about it nonstop. It's don't really like this feature. Maybe when I get the new lens, I'll do this. Or
Santi, I will tell you that as a fan of your work, because I know that we, we do this stuff where we collaborate together, but as you guys know, I'm a fan of both of your work. So what I would like to see is you make, I don't know, whether it's in reels or stories or something, but you should do some kind of put your little Santi into some content creation with talking about the camera. Do your little photo journey. Like maybe do something like that. I would be interested. I would be curious to see. You don't do anything that's super taxing or whatever. And I don't know. I would like to see it.
I'll develop tutorials for Chris. Be now, Chris, this is what the scroll button does.
Yes, please do.
60-second lessons. Swipe it.
That actually would be epically hilarious if you did a series of tutorials, real tutorials, so reels, so 30-second tutorials, but only for Chris that you put out publicly.
Yeah,
but about the camera, but you're talking.
This is where the chip goes.
Yeah,
and then weekly, and then weekly, I can review them on what's in the box, and we can talk about it.
Yeah,
that would be funny.
That would be funny.
All right. Well, fellas, are we all good? You want to go play with your cameras? I'm ready to go. I mean, I know my wife is asleep, but I would like to go and just, I don't know, shut my brain off.
Yeah,
so you guys ready to shut your brain off?
No, I have to shoot this picture. I might
you have to play with your camera.
The finals.
Buy you should buy the lens. That's what I'd say.
I already just bought it.
I think now that you told me about that stabilization, I might still be good because of the his tank. That might have to be a Christmas present. Hey, what?
No, Yimbo, you're good because most of us are good. You put it on tripod and you're using the thing.
Because of the handheld. I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, so you're fine. So you put it in there and then you're boop, 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 okay. and then it's done.
Yeah, it's my madman style of shooting without support.
Do you really? Is that why you got it? Because do you really hold it like that?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Oh wow, you're crazy, man. You're
some
crazy.
of the under the chin angles for my portraits, yeah.
Wow.
Like sometimes it's on my desk and I just have like a figure and it's right here and I put like a simple backdrop behind it and I just crouch down and I just shoot it.
That's crazy. Wow.
Guys, I'm telling you, that's
okay.
it.
You got the
nice.
official Canon one?
They have other ones. I was just looking on Amazon for you. So this one is $45. I'm going to double check. This will be my final thing. Oh, that's how much I bought it. I was $45. There are options. 32 and 25 if you want to go off of Canon. So there's all like third-party people. But I went Canon because I just wanted to keep it all in the family.
Yeah, I'm going to stay in-house.
Yeah, I agree. I'm that guy too. 45, you said?
Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, you could test it out. Like I said, I know, Chris, since you and I are so similar, I already can tell you're going to get fed up with connecting. You're going to be like, connecting to this app is amazing. And then you're going to be like, what?
I mean, I've always done the button, and that's what I'm used to, so.
No, it's perfect. It's perfect. So. All right, so people in the chat, thank you for sticking around.
Right,
as far as I know, as far as StreamYard is telling me, it says that you have 6 people left in the chat. So there could be more watching.
No, I checked on YouTube. There's still 6 people in there.
I love you guys.
Thank you guys
for sticking around. So I'm guessing we're still riding high with Samurai Chris and Rabbit's Den, King Eternal, Dave, Midnight Stars, right? Maybe Green Geek. Did we outlast Lazy Boys? We may have out-talked Lazy Boys. I
think we did because Green Geek came in.
Green joined. We outlasted.
Big Manny Fresh was in the house. Oh, Big Manny, I love you, buddy. So this is so cool. Manny. I think I got the name drop. Clintastic, thanks for coming in tonight. Path was in the house. Agent Variant, KJ Smith. This was a great show, guys. I hope you had fun in the chat. I mean, we had a blast, obviously. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. And seriously, I say it all the time, but reach out to any of us if you have questions on the cameras, photography. We just share what we know, which is, I always say, admittedly not a lot, but I'll share it. So,
it might not be the correct answer, but you'll get an answer.
I will say it was somewhat refreshing talking about camera settings with all of you guys.
Oh, yeah. I do not pretend I know anything. Oh, Liquid Momentum's in the house, too. What's going on, Liquid Momentum?
Liquid Momentum.
See, I'm so happy you said something. But yeah, so thank you guys for everybody in the chat. I hope I caught everybody, and thank you for being here. We had a blast. And yeah, Chris, I know nothing about this camera outside of moving stuff. So I get pictures pretty, I think, when I do things.
I make the pictures and I walk away.
But I'm excited because now the 3 of us, we can literally turn our Toy Daddies chat into like teaching us, like asking, like there's no silly questions because you heard how silly
Canon.
We have to
like,
and what
Canon, we keep talking about you. Keep tagging them.
We got to tag Canon. They one of our toy buddies got a shout out or comment on their photo because they were getting tagged. So like I said, these companies are looking at what we're doing specifically. Toy companies, toy companies, these camera companies, like we've been proving it for a long time now that
promo code Toy Daddies.
Yeah, I know. Eventually, one day, right? That's the goal, I guess. I don't know. It'd be nice.
Yeah, there's 2 goals: promo codes, bag of random garbage that shows up at my door, and then you get the good stuff after. But even if it's just like junk, and you're like, this is still pretty sweet.
Yeah. Oh no, I hear you. Oh, Chris, anything else, bud?
No, nothing. Shutter Slam. We're not going to do what's in the box this week. Tomorrow, Toy Talk.
Nice. Very cool. So Toy Talk, that is on. You go through YouTube?
We'll do YouTube, 8 o'clock, 8:30, something like that.
With the finals being judged, is that going to be announced live on next week's Toy Talk, you think?
We haven't talked about that yet.
Anything where you can up the showmanship is A+ in my book.
You could even do a recap of the photos from like favorite photos or whatever.
All right, you're good, but I'm seeing Chris's face and he's like, "These are great ideas. Stop giving me more work. I don't want more work."
No. Yeah, I think all that would be great. I think we had planned on doing a recap and whatnot, and doing like our favorite photo from the
do what you guys can, because what you're doing now is awesome. So do what you can to get through this first one. We're happy.
We'll at least give you guys something to talk about next Monday.
Right. Definitely, I think that's a good way to do it.
And drawing some viewers too, to be like, hey,
exactly.
You want to know who wins? Show up.
There you
go. Exactly.
So I'm gonna run through it. So as we know, well, you guys should know at this point, Toy Talk is on YouTube. Please like, comment, subscribe, do all of the things. That is with Toy Father, Cox Create, Zombie Clown Photography, and Toy Addict 17. And then on Wednesdays on the Toy Talk, they have What's in the Box.
What's in the Box?
Santi, What's in the Box? And that's all through Toy Talk. So go sub them. And then over here, if you haven't, make sure you hit this like button on this video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, because you'll never know when I go live, because that'll be a thing Summer Jimmy gets to do, is like pop up whenever. So turn on that bell. And Lazy Boys, and we have Pick Bar is going to be Wednesday. So I think the Pick Bar will be back on. We had our guests on last week taking over. But yeah, so then there'll be another Sunday.
Another Sunday. Back around. Yeah, we'll do, and again, we do Toy Daddies at once a month.
Yes.
Wish we could do it more. Maybe we will later.
Maybe we can. Yeah. If you guys are digging it, I'm serious. Because really, we've just been alternating. Our next one will be on the Toy Talk channel. And we'll
I feel like they just get better and better every time we do it. So
absolutely. 3 hours and 15 minutes later, fellas.
Oh God, this is a long freaking show.
Well, on that note, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night. Have an awesome start to your week. And this is one man's journey from the toy aisle to talk about toys in front of you guys, right? That's not bad.
You got it.
You nailed it.
T-shirt right there.
Finally nailed it.
So thank you guys, everybody. Toy Father, Note Showing, Santi and Chris. Thank you, fellas,
thank
so
you.
much for
thank
joining
you, guys.
Me tonight. And we'll see you guys. We'll catch you. Bye.
See you guys.